This meeting is being live streamed. Got it.
All right, got it. Let me consent.
The meeting is now live. We are in the building. Yes, sir. We got Nico.
Monday Night Football.
And oh, wait, I'm not Nico. The guy who's joining right now, that's Nico. That's Nico right there. So I got to give the name back to the owner real quick. All right, cool. And Brooks, too, because we're both in the same square.
Hold on real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good. Go ahead we'll go ahead and run a quick intro, man. Me and the homie Brooks, HMO podcast, another watch party Monday night. Dak is throwing the ball. Oh, Zeke, give me a point in the PPR league. Let me introduce our guest for tonight. As you see, we have a black and red racing chair. How you doing? It's like now we got Nico House in the building tonight, and we got David in the building. Mikasa Sukasa, Double Tech Sports. How's it going, David?
What's up, guys? Going well, man. Thank you guys for having me. It's about to be a fun game.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Yo,
Yes, sir.
you are, I think, probably our second or third guest for the watch party. So this thing is still pretty new
Still
for
early.
the channel. So
Good.
so we appreciate you being one of our first guests on here, man. We hope to have you several more times after this, man. We know you love
No
football.
problem. Yeah, this is
all
going to
that.
start of a tradition here.
Yeah, big
And
facts.
NFC. We got to see
Zeke!
the NFCs and talk shit about them Cowboys.
Zeke. Hey, tonight is a special night, right? I do not like the Cowboys. I'm a Giants fan. Cowboys are arch rivals. They whoop our ass sometimes. But tonight, I am 21 points away from a fantasy victory. I need this. This is a convincing week 3 victory. I need Zeke to give me 22 points in a PPR league. So, Zeke, man,
There
don't
you
let
go.
me down.
HMO Fantasy Football League.
That's right, man. We're not the high baller league
CD
yet.
Lamb.
It was a buy-in, but say again.
CD Lamb right there. Huge play off of play action.
Let's see it. Dak down
Oh my God.
to CD Lamb.
Oh, my
is that a
goodness
touchdown?
gracious.
1 yard line. Yes, he didn't score. Let's go. Zeke is about to score a fucking touchdown. Let's go.
That's one hell of a.
That's going to be the first one. You'll get
Yo.
a couple of little vulture touchdowns like that, I think.
Oh my God, man.
That's a hell of a catch.
Hold on. Let
And a hell
me
of a throw.
share the screen so we could all be looking at this right
Oh,
here.
my goodness.
Wow, what a throw and catch, man.
That was a huge play, showing all the first-round talent right there. They're down Michael Gallup not playing, so he's going to have a huge game today.
And CD Lamb is a former. You went to Oklahoma or you went to Clemson?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. You got a former Sooner
Yeah.
here.
Got my crack in the cup, so I'm good.
Hey, cheers. Cheers, you guys.
Cheers, guys.
We got the soju.
What you sipping on, Brooks?
No drink on
We
me
got the
right now.
soju,
but-
man.
We got
You
the
know
soju.
soju.
Hey, I
Oh
shouldn't even
my
be showing
God,
the
yo,
Corona bottle, man. We're not
stereotypical.
sponsored.
Oh
nobody.
my God, this motherfucker. Hachimura drinking the soju. Ain't this?
Hey, so who am I then? If he's Hachimura, who am I?
Carlos
Kuzma.
Arroyo.
Carlos Arroyo. I was about to say
You
like
gotta be
JJ
Kuzma
Redick or some
now,
shit. Hey man, we got
So you
Nico House
half
here
Carlos
too.
Arroyo,
Yeah.
half Brazilian blur.
Yeah, man. Leandro Barbosa over here, man. Zeke, is Zeke about to get in? Hey, David, don't say anything, man. Is Zeke getting me my points? Thank you,
Be
Zeke.
quiet.
Thank you, Zeke.
You needed that.
Oh, man.
That's a good start,
yeah.
Zeke.
David
HMO
direct
victory.
TV ass. Bougie motherfucker.
Hey, like I said,
You
man.
know it. How else am I gonna watch these Lions? Huh? How long I had the bootleg?
The real question is
You
why are
remember
you still
that? Hey,
watching these
in
Lions?
the
That's
apartment,
real question.
exactly. And because I'm a masochist, all right, and it's a tradition. Those two things, that's enough.
I can vouch. He is.
I had optimism in faith, man. Dan
Then he
Campbell
takes
gives
all
me
the girls
faith
that
in
he
the
dates and
kneecap
makes them suffer with him.
Oh yeah, you gotta suffer
Oh,
with me.
man.
Or you don't love
Misery loves company, right?
me. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my random crazy Super Bowl victory like Eli.
Bro, Eli,
It's gonna
man.
happen.
Eli is the
I think we'll
reason
get one.
Tom Brady does not have 9 Super Bowls. How crazy is that shit?
I know, man. Can't tell the
I love
NFL
that it's
story
Eli
without
of all
Eli
people.
Manning. Even
Nah,
more
for
so
real.
than Peyton. I feel like, right? Like Peyton's playoff career is like very like
I wouldn't
very
say all that.
uninspiring. It's very uninspiring.
How
Very.
what? How is this? How
Give
is
me a
this playoff career
significant
uninspiring?
Peyton playoff moment. Give me one.
Bro,
Peyton or Eli?
that man is a 2-time Super Bowl
Oh, Eli
champ,
has
bro.
done.
Hey, no. The Broncos carried him to one. First of all,
That's
the
true.
first one was against Rex.
Carried him
fucking-
to 2, but he lost one. Sheesh.
Oh man,
And
I
then they
guess- I
almost
guess
lose
y'all
to
got a
Rex
point.
Grossman anyway. On top of that,
He did what he,
Grossman? No, that wasn't particularly close Super Bowl.
I will
the
say
06 one?
he had some classic battles with Tom Brady, but Tom Brady most times got the best of him.
Late game mistakes.
last part again.
what you say?
What was the last thing you said, Dro?
I'm saying Tom Brady and Peyton Manning had some epic playoff battles, man. But most times Tom Brady just got.
Were they epic? Because it's like when you only won like what 2 or 3 times out of like the 50 times y'all play each other.
But if you look at most of those games were close. Like a lot of them weren't blowouts.
I know, I love it. It's you're absolutely right, Dro. And this is why Brady has always been the GOAT. Because when the game would be put in Peyton's hands, Peyton would blow it. Brady would get it.
I have an interesting question on the Brady thing. Is that people say that if it's not him, and it's on Belichick, and it's on his success in the Patriots, it's on the Dink and Duff offense. Does that make him a system player? Is he a system quarterback, or is Tom Brady?
He gotta be, bro.
He's the luckiest of all time.
He gotta be,
Stop
man.
playing. He is.
I feel like he is the system.
So Tom Brady's like LeBron James.
No.
See, LeBron James makes sure that in his situations, he has all of the exact right pieces to fit what I want to do for my game. Brady will improve your game. That's 2 very different things. I go get James Jones and Battier because I don't need to make them better. I just need you to do what you do. Channing Frye, come here, do what you do. Brady, I'm going to bring you in because I believe in you. I'm going to bring back Leonard Fournette that we thought fell off. I'm going to bring back the Gio Bernard that we didn't think was going to be here. That's the type of thing that Brady kind of acts as differentiates him from LeBron.
And
why I feel he is the system.
Remember that. Everybody thought he was done. Everybody thought he was a nuisance.
Lost his mind.
Super Bowl champion.
Hey, man, I give him props for that, man. He won 7 Super Bowls and 2 of them past the age of 40. So his greatness annoys me, man.
Hey, man, you know Tom Brady on that criminal rejuvenation program, man. You got a criminal you want to be Super Bowl contender? Send him to Tom Brady.
We'll bring him back. That's true.
He'll take you.
Fucking Tom Brady.
7 at 40, and he's saying he might play until 50 years old.
I believe him, man. What has he shown us that he wouldn't do that? You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, no, he like. I remember the first week there was like, does it look like he's getting better? And it's like, shit, I think he actually is getting better. Because I think his grown man strength is kicking in, man.
It's fucking insane, dude.
Makes no sense. How he continues to just get better whenever.
Yeah, it's not even fair, really, honestly.
It's really not. And I'm kind of tired of it. But like, I enjoy watching greatness, but I'm ready to move on from Tom Brady and see the young Bucks.
No, I'm not. I'm not ready to move on to Tom Brady. Y'all got.
I'm ready to. I want someone to.
I'm 32 years old. We ain't got many more left, y'all. We ain't got many more left. Like I got Brady, Curry, LeBron, Melo, Westbrook, and Durant, and Harden, and basically that's it for me. Like I don't even remember when I was like, "Damn, bro, Westbrook my age, man, only 22 years old, man, shit crazy."
Oh snap!
Oh my gosh!
Oh, Eagles getting looped.
That man.
Big pickup for the Eagles
on my bench as a.
Oh shit, maybe my shit's not live. Oh, mine's a couple seconds behind.
What do you think
about Jalen? What do y'all think about Jalen Hurts?
I think he's gonna be nice. He's a good quarterback.
Still got a lot to prove.
I think he be getting unnecessary hate, man.
He definitely does. I mean, he's a former Alabama, Oklahoma quarterback.
Yeah, there is a stigma that comes behind the whole Alabama thing. And you know who's going to prove that stigma is Mac Jones. I don't think he's going to be all that nice.
Well, I would say that Jalen Hurts just gets it because he's a scrambling black quarterback. They're tired of having
nice.
They're tired of having like top 10.
Oh, and
top
as soon as
7
you
out of
say
the top
that,
10 like quarterbacks all being black scramblers. They're really getting tired of it.
Well, let's not call them scramblers because they're just athletic quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers is.
No, they are scramblers. They can get in your ass by passing the ball, and then they can also scramble. That is the distinguishing factor.
Look at we're giving Jalen Hurts his props, and then he throws a pick at the 1 yard line.
Hey, but I'm kind of glad he took it though.
Let's not act like Jalen Hurts can't throw the ball.
I like the deep shots, but you got to throw that one up. That's not a receiver with size, you know.
I think that he underthrew, thinking that he was going to throw too hard. Yeah, but that was a good. I like the shot though.
Yeah,
but it's kind of weird to me.
Nico, you don't think? I
Very
mean, Lamar
tough.
Jackson, I'll give you scrambler, but like Jalen Hurts, Deshaun Watson, Dak Prescott, they're
Nah.
No, they're all there. They can all pass, but they can scramble too. That is the distinguishing
Their
factor.
whole thing is
Yeah,
actually
we're
the
just
scrambling. They're not running quarterbacks per se, but they
quarterbacks.
scramble. They run
Yeah,
for their
exactly.
life
That's what
to
I'm
swing plays
saying. They can all pass out of the pocket. They can all
Real Take Sports, what up?
You're not-
Ben Simmons, what up? How y'all doing? Welcome to the stream.
Oh, Simmons came back?
Huh?
Ben Simmons is back?
Ben Simmons,
Uh-oh.
the real,
Let's
the
go.
actual legitimate Ben Simmons in the building. He got the blue wrench next to his name. It got to be Ben Simmons. This man, bro, Joel Embiid said today, I am disappointed in Ben Simmons. That shit hurt.
Did he
man.
really say that?
Yeah, he said he didn't say
He's not
Ben
mad. He's
Simmons, I'm disappointed. They said, how do you feel about the Ben Simmons situation? What would you say to him? He took a long, dramatic pause and concludes his sentence with, I'm disappointed.
He also said
Wow.
everybody needs to grow up, and it's basketball is a business.
That shit hurt, man.
So,
I thought they were going to be the Phillies duo, man. I really did.
I never thought that. I've been telling David they were going to break up for like years.
Break up for a while, but it's interesting how he like shitted on them there and like, nah, you can't pull up on me. We're not even friends, bro. Like, even if you want that moment.
They needed to
like,
make a choice, and they made the right choice, picking Joel Embiid, who can actually produce when it matters the most.
Joel
I'm
Embiid,
actually not confident that Joel Embiid is the right choice either, though. That's the only problem with that.
Well,
he's a better choice than Ben. If you want to give one guy the money,
man. I don't. The reason I right now, yeah, that's like very clear. But Ben gonna have a good 7-8 more years of just if once he gets right, like he can run your team for 7-8 years, probably even longer.
But it's the question of if he's gonna get right, though.
But well, no, even if he doesn't become what he reaches max potential, he can still run your team for 7 or 8 years.
Oh hell yeah, that's for sure.
So like, you know what I'm saying? Like if Joel Embiid goes down, they still look great. You know, even though it's like it's literally 50%, but I feel like in a playoff situation, Joel Embiid goes down, you can still win games with Ben Simmons. Like if Ben Simmons goes down, there's only so long you can have where Joel, like hell, we just watched this playoffs because Ben wasn't playable for a lot of the series. And look what happened.
And Joel Embiid got hurt too, though.
Yeah, and Joel Embiid's not guarding.
Gilbert Arenas brought that up, where if we're playing 1 and 4 out with Ben Simmons, you're able to dictate to the defense. When I'm forcing, I have to get it into the post to Embiid, or he's going to shoot a corner 3, then the defense is dictating to you. And it limits your spacing. You're going to get the doubles on Embiid. Without Simmons or someone capable of attacking the basket, I know he doesn't in terms of actually putting shots up, but just the penetration itself is a huge factor that they're going to lose. Because when's the last time a big low post scorer won the championship? Shaq with Kobe?
How about Giannis?
Giannis, though.
What about Giannis?
First of all,
Giannis is a whole different category from Embiid. Giannis is way beyond that.
He can go in the post.
But he's his own thing, though, so it's different.
But that's it. But that's the thing, though. Hey, Real Take Sports makes a good point here, bro. How much longer are we gonna say when Ben Simmons gets a jump shot, he'll be great? Because he's young, but the narrative is like it's continuing. It's a very continuous narrative that's not changing. You know what I mean? So, do we really want Ben Simmons over Joel Embiid?
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. What's popping, Nico?
Eagles.
Oh, ESPN is bamming out, bro. Come on, dude.
What happened?
Oh my God. We just got the frozen ESPN screen, and then we just hear the call in the background.
Damn, cuz y'all get this YouTube TV.
Oh man, you missed a great play here from Fletcher Cox, dominating the right guard.
Nico, we don't have that YouTube TV money yet, bro. We're trying to get there though.
Hey, whole time.
I mean, if y'all playing for ESPN, I mean, I feel like hold up. Is it somebody's parents paying for this? Is that why you're logging?
Nah, we could definitely afford YouTube TV.
It's worth it. Well, not because so if one of y'all get the account, then y'all can actually get like up to 5 members of your like family or team.
Type shit. No, we could. What is that? That's not even all that much a month.
Like 70
bucks a month, something like that.
70 a month.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and they must come with a lot of shit though, right?
Bro, every single game.
Then yeah, that's definitely
like,
worth it.
Soccer, basketball, and NBA. We watched all the entire playoffs on there.
I might just fuck around and cancel my ESPN and just get that.
That's what I did. That's literally what I did.
Do that, to be honest with you.
Eagles defense is looking nice.
Damn, yo, and you know what's crazy? In our
fantasy,
fantasy,
those 2 fast ass scores, weren't they? Shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, they
check this
were.
out, y'all. I'm in a fantasy league, right, where my opponent left his defense on the bench. So his defense was empty this week, and I still need 21 points to win. So I grabbed Philly's defense, put him on my bench so that he could not get that extra little bump.
That's smart.
Took
That's
Philly's
strategy.
defense, and then now I just need Zeke to give me some points. He already, I don't know, Zeke must have like 10 points already. I'm close. Hey, Jay Green, if you're watching this shit, bro, I know you hear the footsteps, man. They're coming. Oh, shit, I'm 2 points.
2 points away?
Wait, no. That's a different game.
Oh, okay.
I'm 12 points away. Zeke, come on, bro. 12 points? That shouldn't be too hard, right?
Ezekiel Elliott's probably the better choice between
Zeke has 9.3 right now.
So is Saquon the better running back, or is
Saquon's still the better running back? Still the better running back.
What do you guys think, Saquon or Ezekiel Elliott?
Bruh, I'm waiting for one of them to show me. I don't know which one the goddamn better running back. I guess
I gotta say, as of right now, Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, like talent wise, I guess Saquon, but like I don't know when's he gonna get back
More
right so we can figure that out.
Hey, keep in mind their situations, man. If you give any of the O-lines that Zeke has had to Saquon, I bet you the results would be a lot different.
I want to say that, but then when Saquon Barkley was coming out of college, actually one of his stats from Pro Football Focus College was that he was tackled for no gain or a loss more often than any of the other running backs available in the draft.
And this was in college.
You're correct.
And he also
the college O-line, where he's supposed to be busting.
He also had like the most 50-plus yard runs in the nation.
Exactly. So that doesn't count. But when you got to have a guy that's hit or miss, would I rather have the 60-yard or the guaranteed 5 of Zeke?
Okay, I see what you mean. I agree.
Believe him, especially with as much as you have.
Because I've seen a lot of losing football with Barry Sanders running for 1,100 yards, and so what? And what?
And do you think that Zeke is a better receiver than Saquon?
I think so.
Nah, that's where
I think Zeke has questionable hands, and I don't like him running routes as a receiver.
There you go, Zeke.
I feel like I don't like Saquon running routes either, but I feel like even though Zeke has questionable hands, he's greatly improved. But yards after catch is probably better with Zeke.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like both. I don't think that Saquon like might be marginally better with hands, but where's he going? Like he's notoriously bad for making like. He just doesn't do for progression. I don't know what the fuck it is. Like he thinks he's like Clinton Portis or what's his
There's a lot of East and West in his game.
George Bush.
Hey, George Real Bush. Take. You be on YouTube TV as well, bro?
Reggie Bush?
Yeah.
He said George Bush.
Real Take said YouTube TV too clutch. He did say George Bush though. I heard that out the corner of my ear.
I definitely did.
What are we looking at? 1st and 10 right now, 7-7. Can you give Zeke the football one more time? Yes, thank you. Get loose.
Man,
give him the rock, man. Hey,
are you gonna get your 22 points by first half? It sounded like it.
Hey, man, look, he's going.
Damn,
he's going well so far, man.
That boy messed up the shoulder.
Real Take said Saquon is better, not even close.
Oh wow.
Saquon better how?
Dang.
Hey, Real Take, tell him, man.
How though? Like. It's a lot of like I don't get what makes you better. Like I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not his fault, but like, what have we seen?
It just seemed, in my opinion, when I watch them, it seems to me, and this is just my opinion, that Saquon has better vision on the field than Zeke.
Really?
Zeke is like a downhill guy. I would want to have Zeke on like a 3rd and 1, maybe like a 3rd and 2. But if you want to give me like an explosive first down or like a big run, I'm going to take Saquon. I don't want – Zeke will give me like those goal line pushes. He'll give me the short plays. But overall, I think I'd rather have Saquon for those unpredictable big runs. He's a better receiver. He's quicker, more agile.
Capaholics mixtapes. No.
But Zeke is stronger. Zeke is way stronger.
Then why is he always hurt?
Man, I need to know how many games Saquon Barkley has won single-handedly.
Hey, man, it's hard to do it in his situation, man.
It is.
I got to defend my guy right here.
But what I do know is maybe Zeke has won games by himself, but also once again, it goes back to, do I want a bunch of big games for no W's, or do I want to guarantee for whatever reason, this guy can get my 4, 5, 6 yards when I need him?
But like that almost turns into a whole nother conversation, though. That's like a talent versus like accomplishment thing.
I'm all productivity is my measurement. I can't measure off of the bag. The bag is cool. We saw what the bag gets you. How did Booker's bag do against Giannis? Talking all that shit, just get dunked on. Get dunked on, get banged on. I mean, Giannis did hit that Dirk, that Dirk fadeaway one time or two, you know what I'm saying?
I just think a lot like you can make the argument that Barry Sanders is better than Emmett, but who ends up winning? Emmett.
Exactly.
And it's because of his style of game. It's because
what do you think would happen if Barry Sanders was on that legendary 90s Cowboys team? Don't you think he would have most likely put in a similar stat line?
I don't know.
He's more talented. He's physically more gifted as a runner.
Yeah,
and if you put him in a better situation,
that's different from the coaches saying, "Hey, Barry, if you don't show up and do everything in your power in order to get us a touchdown, we're not going to score." Versus, I need you to get 4 yards every time you touch the ball.
It is very specific formation. Two entirely different situations.
Real Take says better Saquon, better vision back to back, 1,000-yard season his first 2 years. Everyone down because last year's injury, but don't realize Saquon's done more with significantly less talent. Zeke is also more inconsistent than Barkley overall in their careers up to this point.
So Zeke had a steady decline after 2 or 3 years, but remember he had an injury too. And he had that lockout season where he wasn't in shape when he came back. Then Dak went down, and then their O-line started going down, and it was like everything was on Zeke when he had an injury.
Travis Frederick retired, and he's all-pro center, and we just are not.
But a shit coach. Let's not forget that.
He had so much help. Where?
Hey, and a matter of fact, remember when they were trying to make Dak prove that he deserved a contract, and all of a sudden they were trying to make Dak throw 30 times a game, and they weren't even giving Zeke the ball.
That's also a thing that boosts Zeke's situation is that you have a quarterback who some consider to be an elite quarterback. Does anybody consider?
Remember he was gone for 2 years.
I don't know about that.
He was. He got injured twice.
No, I'm saying if it helps to have him, he's there, right? He's there now. You know.
Well, now, yeah, but we're saying but he was saying that Zeke is inconsistent. But yeah, he's been as inconsistent as one injury, but two, as Dak has been there. Dak hasn't been there, so he hasn't had the field opened up. I mean, who the fuck was it? Andy Dalton, and then who was before that? Was who's the backup? Hoyer?
He said Giants ass cheek.
Who's Giants at? Who said that?
Yeah, but how many times do we see talented running backs go off on shitty teams? There's nothing. Who else would give it to you?
Hey man, all I know is
as a Clayton Portis fan, I am all too familiar with great running backs going off on shitty teams.
Nico, are you a Washington fan?
Yes, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I was. I'm going back and forth about my word.
Nah, you're good, Real Take. No offense.
Like not a fan at all, or
I'm conflicted because I don't like how they treated Trent after he left.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I don't like how they did my boy, what's his name that we gave up? Black dude.
That's very descriptive.
There's a lot of
one black quarterback.
You're talking about Dwayne Haskins.
Oh, you're talking about RG3? You're talking
about
not
RG3. Damn, you're right.
Jason Campbell?
Huh?
Jason Campbell?
No, we just had the boy got in trouble for he got in trouble with some dumb shit, basically. Like, and they just cut him, even though he was going off.
Haskins?
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro, that was fucking. Remember, we got 3-4 W's with that dude, and they just he did some dumb
third
shit.
Down?
That was almost a big catch there.
That's first down. Shit, I got to move the computer so we can see.
Haskins was on some dumb shit though, because he definitely kept on proving himself to be like a dumb.
Okay, and
they should have given him.
God damn it! It wasn't interfering the teams. Shit, let them learn.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Like
what happened with Trent though, bro?
Huh?
What happened with Trent? And Brooks was talking about why he doesn't rock with Washington.
Because Trent had that tumor in his head, and they were telling him it wasn't cancerous. Come to find out, it was cancerous. And I just personal experience, I don't rock with that, and it makes me.
What? How do you? I mean, I would assume that it's cancerous.
That's wild.
Well, I mean, but then again, like when you're a pro athlete, you're gonna trust the team doctors before.
Of course.
They better get that Kawhi on with that.
Been monitoring you your entire life.
I know, right? No, but check this out though, man. We won't stick too long on this particular topic, but can we acknowledge that Eli Manning and DJ that's no Dak. That's no old Eli Manning and a very similar style of play with DJ. Saquon had one of the worst offensive lines, and this year our best offensive lineman snapped his leg in half. So if he puts up, I don't know, man. It looked bad. You remember, right?
I mean, Saquon went off, but like if I recall, the 2 years that Saquon did go off, like wasn't what's his name the best running back in the league twice? Both of those years.
And they had like 3 all-pro offensive
linemen. Well, I mean, I can't get mad. I can't punish him because he had help.
You know but that's what happens in every other debate. People,
but
Michael Jordan.
Getting back to, we see good
Michael
running
Jordan
backs
can't
go
be great
off
without Scottie Pippen. Like the context matters.
We see good running backs go off on shitty teams all the time because they're the number one and only option. It's more impressive when you have multiple options and yet you're still the guy. Like, and you still go off and have a better team. Like, especially when it comes to football, especially when we know how the running back position is played now. Yeah. So like, it's better to me when you are so good that, we have all these other options, but you're still the best one.
Who would you say would be a good example of that? Like Adrian Peterson, maybe?
Adrian Peterson, LaDainian Tomlinson, once upon a time.
Adrian Peterson carried Christian Ponder to the playoffs.
How about this?
Literally.
We had a great year and we went 3-13, but I got 1,400 yards. No, like we went to the playoffs with Christian Ponder because of AP. That's ridiculous.
Yo, but how about this for like a fantasy inspired debate? Would you guys take Christian McCaffrey or Alvin Kamara?
Kamara.
He's proven himself to. I've seen a lot of people passing on McCaffrey in this year's fantasy drafts, and I was like kind of surprised by it. I thought it was consensus. And people are like, nope, Kamara is going to be more of a commodity like long term because Christian McCaffrey is guaranteed for like an 8-week injury every year. Seems like
they got
Zeke, I won.
You got another one?
That's gonna be close. That's gonna be close when they do the camera.
Christian McCaffrey is like the white man's.
Let's go, Zeke.
They love sending them some Christian McCaffrey.
Bro, he's a great white hope.
They love them some Christian McCaffrey. Come on, great white hope. He's got that Gordon Hayward factor out there in Charlotte.
I know, right? What the fuck?
Hey, they said Gordon Hayward's the only guy Michael Jordan can talk to in that locker room.
Why?
Oh shit.
Yo.
The only one that has sense.
Don't forget about Plumlee. That's why they traded for Plumlee
too, yeah. But that's a Duke guy. I don't think Michael Jordan probably will bang with him like that. Yeah, like,
damn, Michael Jordan really petty like that, huh?
Yeah.
He might be petty like that.
Bro. He is kind of petty, bro. Like
I wouldn't put that past him. You're right about that.
Yo, YouTube live stream. What up, everybody? Real Take, appreciate you, man. Creative Destruction gameplay. The real Ben Simmons, definitely not a fake. This is week 3 of Monday Night Football watch party, joined by Nico and David from Mikasa Sukasa, man. We're just here reacting to the game, having some sports debates. If y'all got any type of like, you know what I mean?
Throw the questions out.
Any questions, anything that y'all disagree with or agree with, you know, shoot in the comments, man. CMC, Frank Gore.
We got
everyone.
Fourth and goal coming up.
So, like, I just want to let everybody know, like, I need my flowers from Dro and from Brooks, but definitely from Dro.
The last time I had a meeting, I gave you your flowers.
Nah, I need everybody in your HMO world to know that y'all came at me over this line and shit. Y'all was like, what? Suns in 5? What y'all talking about?
I was agreeing with you.
Like that.
Hey, we go back and watch the tape. I agreed with you. I said that the Bucks are definitely winning the finals. No, actually. Well, no. I lied. Like shit, I did say the Suns. No, I'm a liar.
You were obnoxious about it too. We had a whole argument. I was like, that's why I looked at you. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm a big time liar. Yeah, I was thinking that I was going Bucks. No, I definitely picked the Suns. I did not think.
That's the only reason I know. And me and David
everybody
was like,
that picked the Suns, they just wanted it so bad.
We were like,
wanted Chris Paul to win.
Well, how? Where are people getting mad from,
bruh? Philly just turned it over. They went from,
Dallas turned it over at 4th and goal.
Fumbled it right there.
Yo, Dak was like an inch away from the end zone, and then he fumbled it. No, that's a touchdown. He reached over the line. That's a touchdown. He's in.
Yo, this is about to be a high-scoring ass game.
Good thing that nobody has Philly or Dallas on defense. They will give you negative points tonight.
I think that's why the person you're playing didn't pick up Eagles.
I picked up. I'd
rather just not score negative three.
That's why he did it too, right?
Your boy Stafford on Peyton and Eli.
Stafford. He's on the ESPN too.
Damn,
with
Stafford
green.
getting love finally. God damn.
All the love. You see, he got the LA cameras on him. It's my boy.
Yo, Matt Stafford, man, the Detroit product, man. He went to Georgia, went to the Lions for a decade, and now he's about to win the MVP this year, man. I swear,
bro.
Bro.
He's literally on the track to do it, bro.
I got him winning MVP this year.
Bro, it's going to make the Lions look real fucking bad if that happens, dog.
Can't look worse than they look.
No, it looks pretty bad, bro.
Dude, Jared Goff about to be throwing 60 times a week. They're going to lose 11, 12 games.
No, they're going to lose more than that. You're looking at possibly doing the same thing to Barry and Calvin to Stafford.
Oof.
So from a culture standpoint and a different Lions direction and new owners, new management, Dan Campbell, you gotta let him, right off into the sunset. You can't leave him there for the last 5 years of his career on a rebuild.
Nah, you gotta set the culture right. Yeah.
This breaks the curse, man. No, the Lions have been cursed.
You said what?
The Lions have been cursed.
Yeah. Oh, the Lions are definitely cursed, man. The Lions, the Cowboys, Washington.
No, there's like a 50-year curse on the Lions.
Yeah, so the Lions in 1957, that was the last time they won a championship.
Wow.
And they defeated the Steelers, okay? And the quarterback was Bobby Lane, who was a Hall of Famer. Well, they defeated the Steelers in the championship game without Bobby Lane. So the following year, they trade him away. They do basically a Foles and Wentz situation, but pick Foles, okay?
Huh, okay.
He leaves. The rumor is he says the Lions will be cursed for 50 years. You guys won't win for 50 years. All right, do we believe that? But on the culmination of the 50-year curse, the Lions go 0-16 in 2008. And then Matthew Stafford from the same high school as Bobby Lane is the number one quarterback.
Damn. It all comes back full circle.
All comes back full circle. So you wasted his career, giving him his moment, the Super Bowl, that'll break it for the Lions.
This story.
You got to lose the championship in the exact way that we did him dirty. It's like holes. We got to Madame Zeroni this shit all the way to the Super Bowl.
Hey, man, hey. It is like holes because y'all be digging yourselves out of some motherfucking holes on the Lions. You're absolutely right.
Oh man, that's
David said, Lions, I'm tired of losing. Well,
I'm tired of it, Grandpa.
Yeah, actually,
that's exactly how it went.
Hey, so who's zero in the situation then? Who's zero and who's
Hey, y'all know how y'all knew Dak Prescott was gonna be a very wise
family young ass by myself.
Y'all know he's gonna be a wise quarterback and a brilliant leader. That motherfucking hairline been receding since he got drafted, bro.
Adam Zeroni and Bobby Lane.
Huh?
He said who would be zero in that situation? Stafford is zero.
Stafford zero.
Because Bobby Lane would be Madame Zeroni that cursed us. So we got to take the new quarterback up to drink the water.
Yeah, Omer said Bobby Lane, Madame Zeroni.
Oh my God, bro! Eagles receivers are trash.
Butterfinger, that shit,
bro. Yeah, that's been a few years now that Carson Wentz has had to deal with that.
Bro, Nelson.
I don't want to hear that.
Like
I don't want to hear that.
Culprit, dude.
Carson Wentz is trash. That's what.
Disgusting. Yo, speaking of Butterfingers, did y'all see Hollywood Brown Butterfinger 3 touchdowns? Oh my goodness,
3 of them.
3 touchdowns. He Butterfingered, bro.
Hey. Somebody will explain to me how did Carson Wentz get a job, but like Cam Newton can't get one? Like
that's crazy, right?
That's insane, bro.
How the fuck does Jimmy G have a job and Colin Kaepernick doesn't? That's the crazy shit to me, bro.
Jimmy G is a serviceable like net zero quarterback. That's why.
Won't lose it.
Net zero.
Well, let's do the Super Bowl.
Trey Lance gonna be a starter in next week though, or what's going on with Trey Lance?
Who?
No, Jimmy G definitely. Because the last time Jimmy G touched the field, he drove down the score. Then with 30 seconds, Green Bay took the lead. But in the mind of the coaches, he did what he needed to do on offense.
Yeah, they're looking for excuses to keep Jimmy G in. So
that's incredible. 37 seconds is
A-Rod is nice, bro. He's too nice.
Right.
That's the baddest man on the planet right there.
Yo,
no. Whoa.
See how they do Stafford right after.
Hey, but check this out. I think the biggest thing I took
Hurts his ball. Okay, Hurts.
Oh man, let's see what Hurts about to do. But the biggest takeaway I had yesterday, man, is that Devontae Adams went out cold and still had the 2 biggest catches of the game.
That man definitely had a concussion, and they just said
100% concussed, no doubt. Ooh, 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 ooh,
It was
ooh.
bad. He shouldn't have been allowed to come back.
Oh my goodness.
That's my time.
I mean,
Love
good
the
for the Packers and their
athleticism,
fans to
man.
win that he did, but
Hey, don't
that
disrespect
went out.
Jimmy G. He wins on that team. Don't cap. Well, so what? They're 2-1 now. Jimmy G, bro. He's one of the most like strangest cases in the NFL to me, man. Like, yeah, they win games, but look who he has on defense, man. Bro, this guy, Jimmy G, I don't know. I just, his style of play to me is just like, he's an errant thrower. He doesn't, sometimes he sees ghosts, it seems like.
I'm like, where's his style? Does he have a style?
He has like a weird brand of play. I feel like he just gets like flustered and overwhelmed very easily. And there's track record to prove that. Like he's definitely been flustered in big moments.
That's
like
what happened in Super Bowl. Like he literally, like that shit that he threw into the middle of the field. Like what the fuck was that?
And it's not even like he only does that in the Super Bowl. He's doing that in fucking week 3. Like yesterday he fumbled it like the weirdest way you could fumble. Like you can't get flustered being a starting quarterback on a winning team.
And their O-line is really good. Their O-line's been good for the entirety of his career there.
Which one was worse? Jimmy G's was worse than Roethlisberger's fumble, in my opinion.
This weekend?
They both had these crazy fumbles. Like, what's his name? Roethlisberger had like an old man fumble. He like slipped and like
old guy
fucking retire. He's hurting the Steelers.
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah, bro.
They're done with him.
I cannot believe they let him. I guess he was just a buffer so they can get a new quarterback. But
Are the Steelers going under 500 this year?
But he's a dumbass, in my opinion. Like you gave up a shitload of money
under 500
to come back and do what?
No. They'll go 500 at least.
Who?
The Steelers?
Why? Why
so
that
you're saying they go at
their
least
division
9
again?
and 8?
They're in a tough division. They got the Browns. They got the Ravens.
And the Bengals.
The Bengals are not.
Wait,
they beat them. Oh shit! What? Yeah, the Bengals beat them. Yeah, they just beat them.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Joey B, man.
The Steelers kind of gave up on that game too.
Man, yo, the Steelers got to see. They got to see Lamar twice. They got to see Jadeveon Clowney twice.
Hey, you know what's wild about all this shit? Like we seeing like a whole generation of like really, really, really great quarterbacks right now, right? And yet and still, this motherfucker Tom Brady is 45 years old, still the best fucking quarterback in the league.
I don't know about the
best. And they're sabotaging Ben. He has 5 completely different starters on the O-line. That's never happened.
But yo, guys, let's react to this one video that I saw real quick. Shout out to Jamari, man, one of my favorite YouTubers I'd be tuning into. He posted a video today. I thought the shit was hilarious. We're not gonna watch the video. I'm just gonna go right to the clip. Mahomes' brother apparently is like kind of sabotaging the Mahomes like off the field. Look what this guy was doing at the game. This is his brother right here. Some Ravens fans trolling his ass. And what does he do? Wait for it. The
guy who TikToks and
this is
hoop a little bit.
Jackson Mahomes, 6'6", but decided to do TikTok instead of hooping. I don't know why. And here goes.
Why would you want to keep up with your brother?
He should have. But yeah, he went the way he wanted to, so that's good. But here he is now, kind of on some other shit. Look at him to the fan. Fan's talking shit. Pulls the water bottle up. Take the shower, buddy.
Yeah. Man.
And the guy is loving it, bro. The Ravens fan. Yo, the Ravens fans.
I can't stand. I mean, I'd probably be some shit I would do. I ain't gonna lie. So.
What, like pour in the water?
Little bitch. You can't talk shit about my brother to me. I ain't gonna lie. He's the nicest thing I would do if I pour some water on him.
Oh, man.
But that's crazy. How do you think Mahomes would feel after something like that? Like he got to answer questions at the press conference about.
Did he attack him for it? Did he say something about it?
I think he's laughing about it.
That's what I'm saying. If he ain't saying nothing, it's because he approved of it.
Hey, how vulnerable are the Chiefs right now, man? They're
they're not vulnerable.
I think
they are. Their defense is suspect, bro.
Defense always suspect though.
Not this, bro. This is different.
Suspect defense.
Not this bad.
Okay, so the problem. So I agree with that, right? But that was okay when you didn't have Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, fucking your boy Josh Allen. I mean, these motherfuckers are airing that bitch out now, just like
it's crazy, right?
So now everybody, God damn.
What's happening next? What's happening next?
You still got Tom Brady. You still like even hell, Deshaun Watson coming back. So like the people that you're gonna have to beat in the playoffs are gonna be able to air it out as much. You just saw what the fuck Matt Stafford did to Brady, and Brady went off.
Yeah,
I don't think Deshaun Watson's coming back this year.
It's a lot of good quarterbacks out right now. Damn.
Could be. Hot take. I don't trust anything that happened after he said he wanted out of Texans. So.
No, well, that's not a hot take at all.
The private investigator was hired by the owner, and they're like, "Yeah, of course." Like, no, you sabotaged my dog. And
literally sabotage him. Literally sabotage him. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say, bro.
You're a Texas bigwig. You didn't want that black guy talking to you like that. That's what it was. Like, fuck out of here.
Flexing his muscle. It's funny because
and then the very next pick is Davis Mills.
It validates everything Deshaun Watson said about Texas.
Oh, hey, guys, real take.
What did he say about Texas, though? What do you say about Texas?
The Texans are racist. What are you talking about? The ownership is racist.
No, Deshaun Watson said that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He alluded to it. Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised by that. But
this was after the DeAndre Hopkins trade.
Real Take makes a great point here. He says that the Chiefs are actually in trouble because the defense is trash. Raiders are 3-0, Broncos are 3-0, and the Chargers have one of the best quarterbacks in the league with Justin Herbert. The Chiefs better hope that their new pickup, Josh Gordon, stated again. What do y'all think of that?
More offensive weapons. I don't like. He's throwing fucking 400 yards. Why the fuck do you need more offensive weapons?
That's crazy, right?
That doesn't solve
so let me ask you guys this question. Do you guys think that Mahomes is going to start hearing the same things that LeBron hears? Oh, he needs too much help. Do you think that's going to start being like a Mahomes narrative?
No, that can't. It's not his fault that the defense is trash. The reason they're turning over the ball a lot is because the offense is fucking exhausted because the defense is getting beat like 5-6 plays.
Yep.
That's why they're exhausted. Like
their entire back seven is just Honey Badger.
Yeah, crazy, only like one, maybe 1.5 of the interceptions are actually Mahomes' fault. Like they're just dropping shit in the most obnoxious ways.
And truly, they kind of failed Mahomes in terms of Kansas City because they revamped the O-line after everything that happened in the Super Bowl. He's getting his max extension, but you're not putting money on the defense. So when he starts getting paid, when he's hitting that 50 mil, how are you going to afford the team around me to help me win? It's never happened.
And that's the whole point of him taking the fucking pay cut was to shore up the defense.
Because in salary cap era since 1994, it's only been 13% of the cap towards quarterbacks. That's the most. And that was Steve Young when it first started. So if you're paying your quarterback over that 13% of $200 million, so above 25, 30, your team's already out before we started the season.
Yeah.
The Packers, Seahawks, 49ers. So unless you get some inspired play from some guys that you don't expect to come up, why does Rodgers not have a wide receiver too? Money.
Yep. So what do you guys think about that Josh Gordon move? Do you think Josh Gordon will he stay in the league? Will he be productive?
I hope so, man. I want to see him successful, man.
Yeah.
Me too. And I think with this weed shit like being way more like legalized, desensitized, I think that he's going to be able to just live his life and nobody's going to rock. Like,
isn't that fucked up? That motherfucker was literally out of league for some weed, bro. And they're like, we're actually not even going to drug test anymore for it.
Like, we don't care no more, Josh. All right, cool, man.
Our bad. Sorry for taking 2 years of your fucking career away.
Over some bud, bro. Come there. They treat that shit like it's heroin, dude. That shit is disgusting.
No, they don't treat it like heroin. They treat
so
it
much
like heroin.
worse.
It would probably be legal.
Got the Shanghai Sharks.
He wasn't hurting anybody.
Shanghai Sharks starting lineup: point guard Dennis Schroeder, shooting guard Ben Simmons, small forward Kyle Kuzma, power forward Julius Randle. Don't play with Randle.
Hey, whoa!
Randle like that.
Whoa,
flagrant.
That's flagrant, bro. And the center is Kristaps Porzingis. Hey, man. Hey, you're gonna have to replace that power forward, my G.
You have to replace
Julius
Randle
and don't disrespect Kristaps like that. Hold on.
KP is a hooper. Hey, niggas talking shit about KP because he is having to play. He literally have to be the best defender on the shittiest defensive team in the NBA.
Right.
Like Luka's defense is so fucking trash that it hurts everyone else on the team.
Listen, Kristaps just needs to be able to post up and actually do more than just be in the corner.
He's not a spot up shooter. Like
he's not a spot up shooter. Yeah, he needs touches.
Luka would probably be able to be more of a defensive asset if he would just let the offense run through Kristaps more often.
Now, I do hope that Jokic inspires Kristaps so that he takes that role himself. That's what I'd really love to see.
You trying to have
I
a whole
see
fight
11
on the
people
team,
in
bro.
here.
What?
Make
Come
sure y'all
on.
hit the thumbs up, guys. Let's fuck this algorithm up, man. Let's fuck
Hey,
the
if Luka's a
algorithm.
shooter like everybody tells me, then I want to see him off the ball.
He's not. So
Luka's a
Hey, Flex,
volume
okay,
let's
shooter.
go ahead and kill that myth.
Luka's a
Yeah.
volume shooter. He's not like a precision shooter. He's a volume shooter.
it's-
He's not even a volume shooter. He's a volume.
He
Sometimes
just
he hits
jacked.
shots.
Is Skip Bayless right about Luka Doncic then? Saying
What's Skip
what?
Bayless's take on Luka?
He's not a good shooter and that's
Yo,
Yeah, I've
I
been
think
saying
he's
that.
overrated in
we
that
went
area.
from Josh Gordon to Luka real quick, but Josh Gordon had other substance abuse, mental health issues. It wasn't just weed. I'm glad he got himself right.
It was mostly weed though.
Yeah, I mean,
It was-
the main thing that
I
got
think
him
that
caught
smoking
up
weed
was
was
the
helpful.
weed, but him having the mental issues and all that, that's the one thing I think does go over a lot of our heads a lot of times, is that, you know, these guys deal with a lot of shit behind the scenes. Hopefully Josh Gordon can be right this year because he's had some great opportunities. He was with the Seahawks. You know, he had that time with the Browns where he was like a star receiver. I mean, he's had a lot of.
I think he went off like 2 or 3 games, and then the weed got him. Like literally, they kicked him out.
So
He has
it was
mental health
reported
issues,
today.
sure, but like so does Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
But like the difference was Amari didn't go smoke weed. That's the only difference.
How you handle it? Mm-hmm.
But like there was nothing wrong with going to smoke weed to handle that issue.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
No, if you handle your mental health and you're stressed by smoking weed on your own time after practice, not messing up,
Not affecting your game at all.
with a beard, then
You know what's
I have
crazy?
no issue. No
You know what's
difference.
crazy though, guys, is the fact that people can be at work, right? Let's say you work at like a restaurant. Your coworker can have like 1 million cigarette smoke breaks, but the moment somebody starts smelling like weed at the job, then it's an issue. You get fired, you get kicked out the job.
I don't know,
What
man.
the fuck is wrong with
Hey,
it?
we live in Florida, man. Everybody smells like weed after
Pull your card out.
Restaurant industry. I worked in the restaurant, and everybody smell like weed after they break. You get in more trouble if you come in and smell like cigarettes than if you come in and smell like weed.
Yeah, I would hope so, man. The cigarette smell would be worse than the weed smell, man.
That was a huge stop there. That
hey, you know what? When you see a lot of these,
when
you see a lot of these scrambling quarterbacks, because like almost even like Josh Allen, I would say even Herbert to some degree can like run, but like it really gives you an appreciation for what Lamar can do,
right?
Because like they know what Lamar's about to do and they still can't stop this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's like, and you see other quarterbacks try it, and you see they get stopped in their tracks instantly. They can't break away, break tackles. They don't like. It's just wild to see like everything that has to go right for a successful scramble for another quarterback versus Lamar, where everything go wrong and he still might get 25 yards on you. Yeah,
that's just goes to show his field vision and fucking agility. I was actually at the Ravens game against the Chiefs, and I saw like from pretty close. My man can fucking run, plant his feet, see what's going around him, like point blockers out. He's
Lamar?
A runner.
Yeah.
Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar literally does all that in one play, bro.
Gifted.
Yeah,
bro.
he's very advanced cerebral, like quarterback. He's very gifted.
And not only
He's
that,
some
people
darts
say
in that
that he
line
needs to be more of a pocket passer. He's an underrated pocket passer, bro.
He is, bro. I know.
Absolutely.
He's an underrated pocket passer.
So you come around about Lamar?
He was throwing some balls on the money.
The last 2 years, I was iffy on Lamar, but once I really started seeing him sit comfortably in the pocket and his passes were hitting Mark Andrews in the hands, and
they were just dropping them.
Like that shit is ridiculous, bro.
Everybody. So it was funny because whenever Tom Brady was like hurting for fucking like, I mean, they were winning, but remember that last season was like, everybody thought Tom Brady was falling off. And then everybody, well, at least a lot of people rightfully said, well, who the fuck is there to help him?
Right.
Like, there's nobody there, whether it's because of injuries, whether it's because Belichick didn't want to pay people, whatever, it is what it is. But we know for a fact, we've been saying all offseason, Lamar has to get weapons. We said it last offseason, the Ravens got to get Lamar weapons. And then he's like not putting up 300 passing yards a game and like, man, Lamar hasn't really evolved as a quarterback. How much can you evolve as a quarterback with no goddamn help?
And not only that, Hollywood Brown dropped 3 potential touchdowns. Lamar Jackson
have 12 plus players on IR right now.
It's
They're the
crazy,
most hurt team in the league.
His best target is dropping potential.
Exactly.
Like imagine if
Hollywood Brown over.
And no offense to, I mean, Hollywood Brown is great. He's gonna come back from that
over Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, easily.
Okay.
Easily, in my opinion, easily.
Between Hollywood and Sammy.
Yeah.
Sammy easily. Yeah.
But no. I take Hollywood over Sammy.
Hollywood.
I'm thinking Sammy Watkins. I feel like he's more consistent. He's gonna hold on to the ball.
I mean, maybe
Hollywood is Ted Ginn until proven otherwise.
maybe after this week, you might have a point there, man. Because Sammy Watkins, he did the thing in Kansas City, and he's already doing it in Baltimore.
Bruh, like the thing about Lamar, so it's everybody talks about what he doesn't do as compared to like maybe a Mahomes or a Herbert or fucking Josh Allen. But like me and David were literally talking about this shit in the club the other day. Like, can you name another quarterback who averaged 9 yards a carry while putting up 300 yards in passing? That is insanity, bro.
That's nuts. That
is insane. That's the best quarterback who ever lived. If he gets two rings, all of a sudden everybody is like, well, hold on, maybe we've been getting this wrong. Like, but it's literally just the narrative that's wrapped around somebody like Lamar versus, for example, somebody like Mahomes. Everybody keeps forgetting Mahomes is actually not that good. Well, he sucks at reading defense. He actually doesn't know how to.
Stop.
No, he said it. What are you talking about?
He even admitted that.
He said that he's learned. He said that he started learning it like over the second, or we're over halfway for the second year. He definitely
Lamar has literally already learned how to read defenses. That's been a thing.
Lamar can read a defense since Louisville.
Yeah, like
what happened to this game? It said
Lamar can actually run a play and go through reads, whereas Mahomes, he has a bailout.
I'm all good on my side. We're at commercial.
It says delayed time to be decided. The game just stopped. I don't get it.
We'll figure it out at the commercial.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But I don't know, man. I give you that. Lamar has definitely already been reading defenses, and I think as a runner, he kind of already has a good feel for what plays. He's probably
the best running back in the NFL.
More of a student in the game, but as far as just being like a gifted QB, they didn't get it wrong, man. Mahomes is definitely a better QB than Lamar. But both are.
But what is a QB?
A QB, the quarterback, the guy who's standing behind.
But it's okay. But that's like what people kept saying once again. Oh man, Giannis is actually a big man. Well, he actually needs to be a wing. Right. Well, how about y'all just enjoy the motherfucker?
No, nobody said he's a wing.
And go take this goddamn 50, 13, and 12 on your goddamn forehead head top. How about that?
Bruce just said he was a wing that gets to the paint. That's what we were talking about with the post-up.
Exactly. Like Lamar is having to run as much as he is, not because he isn't a gifted passer, but because he's aware of what he's working with, and that's what he needs to do to win. But that doesn't mean he's not a gifted passer. Mahomes is a gifted passer, but he's not even close to as gifted as a runner, nor can he see the defenses as well. So it's
he's not even known as a scrambler, and he's still be getting loose.
Who?
He averages like 7 yards a carry, Mahomes.
No, he is. But that's also because the fucking field is so spread out because of all the weapons they have that he has all the time in the world to get 7 yards.
Hey, it's not his fault.
It's not his fault. Bust out a 20-yard run on you because he has to do that.
But that's not his fault, though.
Give Lamar. So if you switch their teams right now, Mahomes is not going to the Super Bowl with that Ravens team. I'm sorry.
What, bro?
He's not.
I disagree, man. I disagree.
Bro, as long as it's okay, you find me okay. So who he's throwing to if you're not throwing to Tyreek Hill all the time? Please.
He's gonna throw it to Mark Andrews.
Bro, that's not Tyreek Hill. Are you kidding me?
Hollywood Brown.
You got Josh Gordon,
Brown.
Who's the equivalent to Kelsey?
He's gonna throw it to Sammy Watkins. He got people to throw it to.
You're Travis Kelsey and Tyreek Hill with Sammy. Come on, bro.
Hey,
come on, bro.
The cap. What's the cap?
That's disrespectful, bro.
Real Take said cap. What's the cap? What's the cap alert about? Hey,
he learned it in his first year starting. That's what he said. Bro.
Well, so what's the cap? You're saying that he knows how to he does or he doesn't know?
Said he
Hollywood Brown. Hey, Yellow Brick. What up, Yellow Brick?
What's good, boy?
Hollywood Brown. Hey, Yellow Brick. Let me ask you this question, man. Do you think that Mahomes would have the same kind of success if he was in the Baltimore Ravens system and had those players and those coaches? What do you think? I think he would be maybe not as nice, but I think he would be pretty damn close to it. I think he would most likely outperform Lamar Jackson, in my opinion. But those things are kind of hard to tell. Those are all hypotheticals. Those are all hypotheticals.
But
I'm going to give the coach that got Donovan McNabb consistently to the championship game. Give him Lamar.
Yeah, give Lamar Andy.
In today's league.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Can we also acknowledge that Lamar has a better defense too?
Okay.
Imagine if Mahomes got that defense.
But we're not talking about. But we're not talking about W's because they were both getting W's. But Lamar doesn't have Andy Reid. Like the coach, like I mean, Jim, Harbaugh is a good coach, but like it's not even
But he's a defensive coach.
But he would still be all
exactly. That's and a lot of their problems are offensive, specifically because Harbaugh is specifically a defensive coach.
Mahomes,
you give a moderate, and even still, whenever the Baltimore defense isn't even playing that well, Lamar still finds a way to get them to the promised land.
So Yellow Brick says that Mahomes would be he wouldn't be as good with the Ravens, but he would still be an all-pro. And Ian Stewart says Mahomes is the most talented QB that the NFL has ever seen, and it's not even close. Real Take says Mahomes read defense is just as good as Lamar. Mahomes,
that's not true. It's not true, bro. So like Mahomes is lying on himself.
And Boston Clementine retirement home. What the fuck? We would like to introduce our new starting QB, Tom Brady of the Boston Clementine retirement home. I like that, man. I got creative with it. Yes, sir.
$500 on your head too, right from that retirement home.
Bro, Tom Brady, man, the medical anomaly, bro. But listen, Mahomes, bro, he's more talented, in my opinion, than Lamar. Tom Brady,
but
man,
there's no tangible difference. So as good as he is through the air, Lamar is that on the ground.
Hear the angle argument, with Stafford.
And until you can find me a reason that I shouldn't believe a lot of his success comes from Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, two of the best people in their fucking positions on his team, and then the best offensive coach in the history of the NFL, there's no reason for me to believe that.
What did Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce do with Alex Smith?
They balled the fuck out. What are you talking about?
The way they are now? No way.
Bro.
No way.
Yes.
They
Pause.
That's a severe handicap trying to bring Alex Smith into it.
Mahomes aired it out more, which is true. But you're trying to tell me that Lamar can't air it out?
He definitely can air it out.
Okay, then.
100% can air it out.
Okay, so who's going to likely command more from the defense? The guy that can literally run 25 or air it out for 40? Or just the guy who has a tendency to just fling that bitch and you're going to assume he's throwing?
We do have to acknowledge that they both have something similar here, Lamar and Pat Mahomes, right? So people respect Mahomes' deep ball, so that creates space. And people respect Lamar's running, and that also kind of creates space for the receivers. So it could go
Do you respect his deep ball as much on the Baltimore if he's on the Baltimore Ravens, yes or no?
Repeat that question?
Do you respect Mahomes' deep ball as much if he's on the Baltimore Ravens, no Kelce and no Tyreek Hill?
Do I have Sammy Watkins? Do I have Hollywood Brown?
And Andrews? Yes, Sammy and Hollywood both healthy.
Yes.
You respect? That's crazy. That's just ludicrous to me. I don't get it. That's not. I don't see a world with that. I just don't like you're talking because like we just like making like this man Kelce is the top 2 tight end in the NFL. Like that man's not a wide receiver.
Number one.
Well, some people still say Gronk, but because of blocking and all that shit, but. Effectively,
now that you mentioned Gronk, can I ask you guys a question? Brooks traded Saquon Barkley for Gronk. Is that a good trade or not?
Fuck, you got Gronk?
No. I got Gronk. I traded Saquon Barkley for Gronk. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fucking brilliant trade. Absolutely.
I think that's pretty interesting.
I don't know, man.
David says that's pretty interesting.
Y'all got a lot of faith in Saquon.
I like it because you're looking at when you're playing tight end, when you want to score, it's not just about what points you're scoring. It's about the differential. If you're guaranteeing 2 touchdowns a game, is he going to continue that?
Right, yeah. 14.
This man Dak is looking good, bro.
I'm comparing myself to receivers. I'm comparing to another tight end.
Dak is looking good.
Dak right now
looking great, bro.
Hands it off to Zeke. Zeke makes a move. Zeke gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Zeke got his bounce back, don't he?
Are you up?
Dak has 1 incompletion. I think
I'm almost there, bro.
I'm just sharing carries though.
So right now, 14-7. Cowboys got the ball. 9 minutes and a half left.
These motherfuckers. Payne and Eli got LeBron on.
They got what?
I love it.
They got LeBron on now.
Yeah, LeBron on the ESPN.
But they really out here just stunting on the NFL like.
That's so tough. That's so tough.
Cowboys fan, isn't he?
Bro, I don't think.
Yeah, but it's just they've just been flexing all the clout that they got like in the last 3 weeks, bro. It's ridiculous.
Pulling every string.
Wait, so LeBron is there right now?
He's on their show right now, bro. That man don't go on nobody's show. And they got LeBron.
Bro, can y'all imagine how the ratings would look if LeBron went on Undisputed, bro?
Oh my God, bro.
That would break the internet.
Man,
that shit would get more views in the NBA Finals game, bro. I swear to God.
Yo, Skip would shit his pants, dude.
I don't think so.
I think
Skip about that shit, bro. He's not like, Stephen A would change up his energy. That ain't Skip. I talk a lot of shit. Hey, Skip is not the motherfucker that changed up. That's a 65, 70-year-old white man, boy. He ain't changed up that energy for nobody.
The commentary from Shannon would be just great. I don't even think he would argue much. He would just laugh.
Shroom Shaman House. Yo, someone need a shroom? I think
Shaman House.
I think Brooks said he needs some.
I think he's talking to me, ain't he?
Shroom Shaman. That's how you say it. That's your boy. What up?
I mean, no, that's my nickname.
Shroom Shaman.
Oh,
Shroom Shaman. That's your nickname now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know that shit.
If you take it in fantasy,
that.
I'm never taking a running back for a tight end. But Gronk is more reliable as a player right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, because Gronk really fucked me up like at least like 3 times. I had him for the first week or 2 weeks, and he put up like 20 points plus in each week, and I had him on the bench both weeks like a dum-dum.
Man, nobody thought Gronk was going to go like this, but somebody made a suggestion that a lot of players that are high usage players, they should take a year off in the middle of their NFL career and come back.
Yo, that's crazy
right now, bro. Gronk looks great. Man, Zeke.
I'm gonna check out this ESPN.
Bro, Zeke is in fantastic.
Get ready
shape,
for that
man.
fantasy win.
Zeke with the carry.
Bro, I'm so tired of Jerry Jones' ass. Why Jerry Jones be celebrating like he the one who scored the touchdown?
Zeke. Real taking everybody else in this live stream right now. I'm winning. Let's go. I won.
I thought you already knew that.
Jay Green, man. I told you, bro. Hey, Jay Green, just listen. Hey, don't ever doubt me again, bro.
Bro. Hey, man, hold up. Hey, y'all still, y'all still trying to avoid these goddamn Bucks. Like, I need my proper fucking flowers, Dro. Don't be out here like you try to hit like, yo, man, that's right. I was wrong about that, man. You try to go scoot. No. Not only was you wrong, but all of the quantitative and qualitative evidence that I provided to you was completely over your head. You chose to ignore all the facts, and that's how you was wrong. Don't be out here just like, oh man, I was wrong about that. Nah, I need you to admit why you was wrong. So now you can understand why you wrong about this goddamn Patrick Mahomes.
Wait. Break it down for me. What are you talking about?
With the Bucks and Suns. I'm still talking about that. Yes. You moved on too quickly. I need my proper flowers.
Listen, do you think that listen, I give you props for being right, but who could have really predicted that this man would come back from that hyperextension to drop fucking
when we made that prediction, he was back.
Poor judgment on my part.
But you were saying that anyway. Though. You said if the Bucks win, that the Suns was gonna win.
Yeah, I trusted them more. It seemed like Book was going to start getting in his bag. I didn't think Chris Paul was going to revert back to his way. And that's my fault for thinking that, you know, the definition of insanity when you see the same thing over and over again and expect it to resolve. It's incredible. I watched Chris Paul choke about 5 or 6 times, and for some odd reason, he goes to a new situation. I think, you know what? It ain't happening this time.
You know what, though? I can't put that on Chris Paul this time, though.
He didn't choke. He did everything he needed to do.
I feel like the world just finally realized, oh, shit, Giannis is the most unstoppable player in the NBA, and we have no idea what to do.
No, but wait. Chris Paul did choke. I think it was game 4 or 5 where he dropped like 10 points for the whole game, when that's a game where you need to drop like 20, 30 points. I don't care.
There was a game where Book didn't play well either, though.
And Book choked, too. The whole Suns organization.
Or he had empty quarters. That was even more.
Or also, they didn't choke. It's just that Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, and Lopez.
No, you're right.
The best defenders in the NBA.
The Bucks won. The Suns did not lose.
Beat their ass.
Yeah, but I'm saying the Suns had very, very questionable performances. They had hella lapses in judgment, worse than mine for picking them.
It's when you're okay. I think y'all grossly underestimate what it's like to face 1 7-footer, 2 7-footers, fucking Drew Holiday getting in your ass, Chris Middleton meeting you if you happen to get past Drew or Giannis. Like that, it's not that they were playing badly. It's that the Bucks are that fucking good, and everybody seems to just keep forgetting.
But you know what happened?
Had 10 points.
You know what happened? I'll tell you guys this, and you want me to admit exactly how I'm wrong? Here it is. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in basketball, and he proved it. And he showed us not only why he's the most loyal player in the NBA, probably him and Dame, and he goes to show you, I'm savage, bro. Like he showed you how savage he is. I didn't think he had that much dog in him. I knew he was like that, but like,
No, that game 6 was wild because, like, so you saw how the rest of the team kind of started playing lazy again.
Right.
They thought it was, and Giannis is like, fuck that, and just start give me the ball. Like every time Middleton or Drew will run, nope, give me the ball. If we gonna lose this game, it's gonna be because I went the fuck off for 50. But it ain't gonna be we gonna lose it because y'all. Oh shit.
What's up with everybody getting hurdled?
No, but hey, man, you want me to admit how I'm wrong? That's how I'm wrong. I gave Giannis way too little props, and he deserves much more than that. And you deserve the props for calling that out because you were one of the few people picking the Bucks. Most people picked the Suns.
That for real?
I saw a lot of people pick the Suns.
Yeah, you know what? They were saying that on the sports radio too, on Sports Talk TV. They was all saying like the Suns were a shoe-in. I'm like, I don't understand where the fuck y'all are getting this from. And it's not even so, Joe. It's not even your fault necessarily, right? Because the to understand how great of a player Giannis was, you would have had to go out of your way to figure it out because of the way he was being covered, because of how players weren't giving him his due. Because like what Lillard was the first player to congratulate him on anything the entire playoffs.
Or look.
Yeah. Oh shit.
He's knocking these motherfuckers off, bro. And it's like,
did you see the hurdle?
Yeah, I saw that hurdle. Nice hurdle by
Sanders. No, Sanders right up the gut.
Right up the gut. Jalen Hurts in the shotguns. Yo, Yellow Brick says KD is the king right now when healthy.
No.
Listen, the best player in the NBA label can change from month to month, from year to year. Right now, and when KD won the finals in Golden State, I bet you were probably saying he was the best in the world when really it was still LeBron. So yeah. It's
I don't know, because there was like a 5-year period where no one would admit that KD and LeBron going back and forth for the best player in the world. But like everybody would say definitively it was LeBron, but like KD was still like that. Like, and they weren't getting
KD spanked his ass 2 times in a row.
Say what?
KD spanked his ass twice.
Who? KD did?
KD spanked hit.
But you know that's it's Golden State though. I can't that team was fucking crazy.
It's Golden State.
Hey,
is it KD at that point?
Can we agree on this that KD still needs to win a ring outside of Golden State to really be like celebrating?
And to be clear, because I want everybody to remember this. Everybody act like that Harden didn't go off that last in Game 7 in Brooklyn, right? Harden did go the fuck off. Everybody forgets that. I think he got a triple-double, actually. Kyrie was there for 2 games. Like, and also, everybody was talking how everybody's talking about how Middleton wasn't even like that. Drew wasn't even playing his best. These are 2 players who Drew's a one-time All-Star. Middleton's maybe 1 or 2 times, but really they're just a really above average role players in Giannis. And everybody acts like he had so much more than what KD had. But what it was is, what they ain't figure out is that they was baiting KD every single time. KD could get as many fucking 50-point games as he wants to. It don't matter when you are taking all your goddamn offense is stagnant because they just know if they give you the ball, you're just gonna stand there. And for every 2 points you score, it takes you 30 seconds to score those fucking 2 points. Guess what? Giannis done ran out of court and got two points like that and back on defense.
Expending way less energy. And I will even add this. That shot that he hit where his foot was touching the line, almost one of the most craziest game winners ever. That shit was lucky as hell. And if I'm the opposing team, I want him taking a shot like that.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. And remember what happened in overtime? Giannis was giving that motherfucker the business head to head, giving him the business.
Anything. KD was airballing shit at the end.
He was wiped out, bro. He had no legs.
Oh, nice punt by
Giannis was wiped. Everything that KD was doing on offense, Giannis was doing that on offense, and then going back and being the best player on defense for the whole series.
A real take said
everybody keeps forgetting that.
So Giannis is the best player in the league then.
Yeah, and he's the best defensive player in the league. Hey, let me tell you how much you know he's the best player in the league. They went out of their fucking way to not give him a single vote on defensive player of the year, because then you're like, well, why did he not win the defensive player of the year? Because if you look at that shit, he's actually the best. He was the defensive player of the year again. And if you're like, well, shit, if he was that good on offense and that good on defense again, well, why was it an MVP? Oh, we just literally didn't want to get his motherfucker to vote because if we gave him any of his credit, then he was going to get MVP and Defensive Player of the Year twice and MVP 3 times. They did not want to get that shit to him. That's literally what it was. And he was the best player in the NBA this year. Again. And they did. That's why the NBA began on my goddamn nerves, bruh. NBA just like 2K. They don't know how to get they don't get flowers, bruh.
Hold on, Real Take says Kyrie silly, so we'll talk about that in a minute. And then Yellow
Kyrie
Brick
silly.
says, nah,
cool.
one-on-one KD kills everyone, including Giannis. KD is the best player. Kyrie is the most skilled. Giannis is the best athlete. He is like Dwight Howard for the Magic in 09, bro.
What?
Nah.
Bro, okay. Hey, I need y'all to show me the last time that
beyond
man
that.
Dwight Howard out here hitting a Dirk fadeaway. Please. I need somebody.
You're talking about him being one-on-one killing everyone. That's one aspect of his game. That's like saying Dennis Rodman, he's the best rebounder. He'll kill everyone. He's the best.
Yeah, who's a better passer, KD or Giannis?
Right.
Who's better at attacking the basket, KD or Giannis? And the
you
difference
got to think about
I gotta give Giannis the nod, man.
on rotations. It's not just perimeter defense from Giannis.
KD, the only difference between KD and Giannis is that KD got a jumper. That's probably the only difference.
And yet Giannis still averages.
There's many differences. That's the only difference that trends towards KD. There's a bunch of things about Giannis. Giannis is stronger than him. Giannis has a better handle than you. Giannis has better vision than you.
Giannis has a better handle than KD.
I feel like that.
Does KD play point guard?
I mean, they're probably
KD's not the dominant ball handler.
KD can play point forward.
Not really.
He's out of
him dribbling in circles until he shoots.
Retirement home is mad.
Just because you can get 50 points and only turn over the ball 3 or 4 times doesn't mean you're a good point forward. It just because you have to get other players involved, which he doesn't do.
No, what I'm saying is Giannis is the better facilitator. I'll give you that.
Definitely.
But I don't think Giannis has a better handle than KD.
I feel like he does, man.
KD can hit you 1-2 and go. He can hit you 1, 2, 3, 4 and go. Giannis will literally
1, 2, 3, 4 is already too many dribbles.
That's also true.
Giannis can go one spin. I'm in the paint.
Bro, yeah, his spin game is stupid.
You want to be mad because his handles are efficient? Then it's the same conversation we can have about Curry and Kyrie. Do you want the bucket or do you want the bag?
Well, I want the bucket. I'll give it to Curry for better efficient handle, but Kyrie definitely has a better handle.
Yeah, but I want the more efficient handle, not the better handle.
No, I understand that. But I feel like. Well, so in my definition, the more efficient handle is the better handle.
Can he do more with the ball? Okay. Are his moves more efficient in contributing to wins and scoring? No.
Say Yellow Brick always be pissing off the retirement homes. You got everyone in the retirement home mad on being on. Hey, Kyrie silly. What are you referring to? Real Take? Are you talking about what he said today?
Oh shit!
Insane catch.
Bruh,
incomplete.
That's got to be complete. He brought it in. He brought it in.
They're gonna call that a catch.
It is a touchdown.
Catch. No,
it's a catch, bro.
But it's beautiful.
Jack,
that's a catch.
One.
Ooh,
he didn't get no feet.
Is that an interception?
Hold on.
Oh no, it bounced off the ground.
No, hey, if it's 1 foot in on the you can count that, right? It's not as long as
he would have to get near elbow. Even if you push out, it doesn't count.
Oh wait, we're behind. Yeah, we're looking at another play. KD handles is
we're at 352.
Giannis is set up in a system like Dwight Howard, spread shooters and tries to draw double teams and help.
That's not we're not talking about.
I mean, Harden is set up in a system like Dwight Howard at that point. I mean, like
James Harden in the same category as Kyrie for high.
Oh, that's the catch they're looking at. Oh,
yeah, that catch is crazy.
Nice.
That was beautiful.
Jesus, what a catch!
They should hurry up offense for that shit.
Cedric Wilson for the catch. They got to hurry up offense before they throw the red flag.
Hell yeah, boy. Because I would have. Hey, that's a catch, bro. Let's get back.
Damn, he held it on the shoulder pad and all that.
Yeah, David Tyree him.
Okay, so Real Take. Kyrie is silly because he's willing to miss 41 games this season because he don't want to take the shots. Kind of silly.
That's not silly at all. Why would you? I mean, no, there are still players getting undercover protocol. Like, what's the point of taking a shot then? No, I'm not putting something in my body.
Because he's going to be what? Like, he's not going to be allowed to play because of the New York mandates, right?
No, I know, but that's not silly. That the rule is silly. It's not not Kyrie in that particular case. Like, it's the rule that's silly. That's what needs to be challenged.
What do you think about that, Brooks?
So, what do you think he should do?
I think that he should use his power and leverage as a significant member of the players' union to leverage.
They already
rule change.
He uses
leverage for these stadiums.
They use the leverage in making sure that that the vaccines aren't mandated. I do think that the players shouldn't be beholden to this law that New York created. I do think that, and I do
because the venues are supposed to be able to decide, but they're not letting them.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous. I also think that we shouldn't be giving Kyrie this much trouble. Like, he didn't even create this drama. Rolling Stone did, and the fact that in this story, the purpose was to blame Kyrie for all this dumb shit, and he barely did that. The framing was terrible. He tried to use Kyrie.
But they're doing it on, bro. They just said the other day on TV, Andrew Wiggins must not love basketball that much if he won't get the vaccine.
Which is ridiculous.
But I was like, what the fuck?
Let me throw this out there. Let me throw this out there real quick. A lot of these quotes that I see from Kyrie are just from Twitter. They're not even from. They don't seem to be like from him straight up or like.
Yeah, exactly. So we need to.
Are we 100% sure that Kyrie is actually like? Because I only want to quote Kyrie on things Kyrie actually said. He
basically. I know that he's not gonna get the vaccine. We
basically confirmed it in media day though, because he was on IG Live talking to reporters saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep it private," but he basically alluded to the fact that he's not vaccinated.
Right.
Bradley Beal isn't vaccinated. Wiggins isn't. Jonathan Isaac isn't.
I think what I'm referring more to is.
So all these $200 million players, they got to put their dick on the table. Like, okay, you're just gonna lose y'all gonna lose millions and millions of dollars of a product for every time we play these big games, unless y'all fucking
specifically New York and DC. You telling me with Bradley Beal?
Well, DC doesn't even have like a mandate for like that. They have a mandate for the fans, but not for the players.
Yeah, but he has to play in the Garden, which has a mandate. Obviously, Brooklyn. He has to play at some point. LA. Like both LA teams and the fucking and the Warriors. Probably Sacramento too. So it's like,
what about
these
Chicago?
$200 million players really got to start being like, you know what? Fuck that. Fine. Okay. If y'all want to go play with fucking Joe Smo off the goddamn bench or bring somebody up from G League, I'm getting my $200 million guaranteed.
Hey, don't play with Joe Schmo like that. Joe Schmo is a shooter.
Hey, Joe Schmo didn't do shit for Brooklyn. So let's go ahead and get that out the way. Joe Schmo didn't shoot shit.
Joe Schmo be shooting the shit in there, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro.
But y'all not gonna like if Kyrie sits out and then Andrew Wiggins sits out for the Warriors, and the Warriors, I think they're going to start lobbying because they're not going to trade Andrew Wiggins. And they don't, like, what are they going to get that can replace him? Because of your contract situation, y'all can't even get nobody else. Like, that's worth it.
You think Pelosi's going to listen to him, though?
Huh?
You think Pelosi's going to listen to him?
To who?
Pelosi's not in charge of San Francisco.
Who's she in charge? Isn't she?
She's the House representative for San Francisco, but she's not the one that issued the mandate. That had to be the mayor.
Okay, you're right.
And the mayor will listen to whatever the fuck they tell him to.
Appreciate the $4 dono, bro. Appreciate the $4 dono.
Yeah, Micah Parsons and Jalen Hurts on this read option in space. That's exciting.
But yeah, regardless, Kyrie and the Knicks shouldn't be beholden to some law, a public health law like that. I think it should be allowed.
Why not? Why should they not? Why should they be above that?
Because they're bringing the money to the city, like.
Why shouldn't they? What?
Unless you already have if the fans are going to be in the arena vaccinated, and the other players are going to be, they already are vaccinated too. Like, he's not hurting anybody either.
Dro, what did you say? I didn't hear what you asked before Brooks responded.
No, what I asked him, I said, why should Kyrie? Because Brooks is saying these players should not have to follow the same laws or rules as everybody else in the arena.
Because the rules are arbitrary.
That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. I'm trying not to get caught up.
Because why? I mean,
the rules are arbitrary.
Whether the rule is right or wrong, that's up for speculation. But if
no, it's not speculative at all. So what they try to do is say that Cam shouldn't have gotten signed because
I'm not saying
because he didn't get the vaccine. And then guess what happened a week after he got cut? The fucking Saints had an outbreak amongst vaccinated people. And then remember the whole claim was we all got to get the vaccine so we don't have to shut games down because of the spreading. But yet it's spread anyway,
right
which
or
means
wrong.
The fucking rule doesn't even make any sense.
If the rule is in play, whether it's right or wrong, you might think it's wrong. Joe Schmo might think it's right. But the fact that it exists,
it's not. It's not whether it's right or wrong. It's what's the purpose? Because it's one thing if you're talking about a rule that's right or wrong when it comes to a foul call or some shit like that. But this is something experimental getting put into a player's body. Y'all know Olympic athletes have died after taking the vaccine. Y'all probably don't know because there was a track star from Texas as soon as he got back 2 weeks later dead.
What's his name?
Another.
Wait. The first one. What's their name?
I'll find it for you. I covered it. Hold up.
We could search it up.
Oof.
Just look
Yes,
up
sir.
Texas.
Sack
There's a big
City.
flag right here for
Why
Jay Hurts.
am I rooting for the Cowboys? Fuck the Cowboys.
Well, no,
Fuck the Cowboys. I can't believe I'm rooting for these
this is a
motherfuckers,
Giants
man.
household.
This is a Giants household, man. This is not the right type
Washington
of blue. What's the name though, Nico?
I'm getting it right now.
My guy. In the bathroom?
30-30 tie coming up. That's the best option.
Oh no.
For
Yeah,
Giants fans.
I'm
Getting
bugging
the
like
tie.
he texted me some shit. I thought she was still here. 2 minutes left. Will they get a playoff before the 2-minute warning? Jalen Hurts takes a snap in the shotgun, backs up.
I don't know why I thought this was the third quarter.
Yeah, this game has been going on because they had the little delay going on.
Oh, yeah, that's true too.
It would be halftime already.
Yeah,
2-minute warning coming up in the game.
I got Devontae Smith on my other HMO team. So I'm trying to see what's going on.
Always going in. Only cheering
You
for
believe
Miles
it?
Sanders.
Is he a wide receiver one?
Who's the wide receiver one?
Is Devontae Smith the wide receiver one? Is he a number one receiver?
Is he your wide receiver one?
He's my flex.
No, I'm talking about like in real life. Is he good enough?
Is he a wide receiver one?
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't really say. What do y'all think?
I personally think no. I think he's a high end like 2.
Nico,
Are
you talking about Cameron Burrell?
Say it again.
Cameron Burrell?
I don't think that's him.
Does he die from suicide?
No. I don't think that's him. This is is he a Texas track runner? Both his parents were track athletes. Oh yeah, no, that was a suicide. It was not a suicide. They just kept saying that he had mental health issues, but they never said the word suicide. Actually,
Well, Houston Chronicle here says
Cameron Burrell.
Death ruled a suicide. I don't know. I mean, what's your take on it?
no, he's one of like 3 athletes that died right after they got back, and they were forced to take the vaccine to go there.
So you're saying Cameron Burrell, the UH track star, Houston Astros?
No, not Houston Astros. He was University of Houston.
University of Houston.
So you're saying
he was in his peak of his prime physically. He was pushing his body to the absolute limit. The mRNA vaccine causes spikes in protein, and it will overload your heart.
Let me give you guys the full screen real quick, guys. I don't know if you guys could. Hold on. Let me stop share. Let me share real quick, show you guys what I'm looking at. Let's go to the basic screen, Google Chrome. There we go.
This is the same guy that you're talking about because they said he got a gunshot wound to the head.
Yeah, so Texas,
Houston Chronicle.
What's the date of that article?
This is August 13th, 2021.
Yeah, because they didn't report a gunshot wound to his head like in the first 3 days. Because I covered it. We were literally waiting for it.
It must have been a development then because
development my motherfucking ass. They developed the goddamn story because he wasn't the only one. There's another young woman overseas she died as soon as she got back too.
Cameron died from a gunshot.
It was one of those situations where athlete, because this isn't even the first time, another athlete, soccer player ended up recovering from Denmark, luckily, but he died. He got like a heart attack on the field out of nowhere.
So you said you reported on this
Burrell, yeah,
who passed away. So where did you get that info from that he passed away from the vaccine?
No, it's not that you don't get. You have to do the fucking discernment yourself. I mean, they're not going to tell you somebody passed away from the vaccine. It's just not. It's not.
So wouldn't that be a little bit hard to come up with that conclusion that was the reason he passed away?
Well, no. I mean, unless you're going to give me another example. I mean, it's one thing if it was just him. It's another thing too if they have ever reported
a gunshot wound to the head.
What does that mean?
That means that he shot himself and he's dead.
That means that's what they told you. But there was nothing about that whenever they put out all the information about when he first got killed or when they first found him dead. Not that he got killed. They found him dead. They literally just kept talking about mental health in the original article and never once said it was a suicide. In fact, they went out of their way, if I'm not mistaken, to say it wasn't ruled a suicide. They were still getting into it.
I see that word.
What's that? A suicide?
A Komora. Hey man, stop with the fucking SAT words.
Comorbidity?
Yeah.
Comorbidity, man.
Comorbidity.
The SAT word. My point is that they literally haven't been accurately reporting whether or not someone has died from the vaccine, let alone in the situation. Like, it's like when they were making a big deal about Cam not getting the vaccine, or whenever Urban Myers came out and literally said, of course, we're taking into consideration whether or not they got the vaccine. That was absolutely a part of whether or not they made the team. And then they had to go back and backtrack the shit because they're literally lying. And then once again, the week after all that shit went down with Cam and Urban Myers, the Saints end up getting a shitload of vaccinated COVID positive people in the fucking locker room. And no one reports it. It never makes a single fucking news show. So it isn't, they're not going, if they're pushing this idea of the vaccine on athletes and they want to convince everybody that it is the right thing to do, why would they then say, oh, by the way, there's a potential that vaccines actually kill some of the athletes overseas?
Nico know-it-all house.
Nico know-it-all house.
I know it all, but I know enough.
No. That's somebody in the chat right now. Nico know-it-all house. Can we get Jack Posobiec in here? Love that guy.
I mean, I can if you want me to call him.
Who is Jack Posobiec?
It's my friend. It's my homie. It's a conservative dude.
Do you know who Nico know-it-all house is?
He does not, clearly. Well, he probably does. That's why I like that. You know, they like to do it from the chat.
No, I'm saying, like, do you know who that is? Is that not like, that's not you,
my
right?
last name is House, Pedro.
Nico know-it-all house. I guess someone is trolling you.
I'm kind of upset that you didn't know my last name was House.
So you have a whole troll out here.
No. I know your last name, G. Real Take Sports dead. Chill. Why are you trying to call me right now? Hold on. So we got, hold on. Before we get into this conversation, real quick, let's just recap halftime. 20-7, Dallas Cowboys on top. Zeke is having a pretty good game. I won my fantasy game. Back to our conversation.
Real quick.
Main highlight.
Hey, real quick. So Texas Sports Nation, real quick, Dro, a cause of death was not provided.
Okay.
That was the original report.
That was the first one that came out before this one.
Before the narrative got shifted. Yes, basically.
So which one are you
looking at? Saying it was a large heart.
Texas Sports Nation.
Texas Sports Nation.
Yeah, I'll post in the Zoom link. I'll post in the Zoom.
What? You have the chat right there, right? Here, leave the chat running on your phone so I can.
Did you try to put in the Zoom chat or the YouTube chat?
No, don't worry. I'll get it. I get it. Don't worry. Oh. Yeah, I got it.
Which one's easier? I see a lot of the problems that get caused here because y'all got a Windows. I see that.
I know, right? This shit is crazy.
For the feds and shit.
Nah. Hell,
I ain't working for the federales.
I be getting on Franco ass about that shit. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Nah, man. No Fed activity over here.
It says, okay.
Here, he put in. We're doing the stream right now. What happened?
Never mind.
What? No, what happened? What happened? All right, text me then. All right, bye.
Look.
All right, so we're looking here. They want you to pay for that shit. I was trying to do that too. Why is that behind the paywall?
Oh, y'all gotta get Brave, man.
Why is that behind the paywall?
You gotta get Brave browser, man. Get Brave browser, bro. You can.
Why the fuck are they hiding that information? This valuable information that we're trying to see. That
I don't know, Dro. You tell us, Dro. Tell us why.
Why are they hiding this behind the paywall?
Why is it being hidden?
Why was a U.S. Olympic athlete getting killed or killing himself or whatever the hell they want to call it, like not international news?
Propaganda says, I want to get some of that MAGA money over Jack Posobiec.
Move over, Jack Posobiec.
What? Money move. I want to get some of that MAGA money move over Jack Posobiec. I don't even know what that means, bro. Can you buy me an ice cream with that MAGA money, please? I want the new Baskin Robbins flavor, the flavor of the week, right? Brave browser, I know that one. What is Brave browser? All right, fuck it, let's go on Brave browser.
Whoa, bro!
I think you have to download
flavor of the week.
Look at that shit. That shit is about brave as fuck. It got a lion on there. That's how you know it's brave.
It's encrypted. It's like so you can watch like YouTube videos without the. Are
you telling me I can watch Bang Bus and not get any viruses with this thing?
Yep. Exactly what I'm telling you. No commercials either.
My guy. Hey, don't worry.
You don't have to watch trailers anymore, bro. You ain't have to live the
No
trailer
trailers,
lifestyle
man.
anymore.
Hey, I will
No
literally
trailers,
fuck
dog.
my whole computer up just for the live stream. I love y'all that much.
Hey,
Fuck this
do it
MacBook.
for the fans.
This MacBook. It's all about y'all.
Nah, Brave is the shit though. Brave browser is the shit.
All right, here we go. We're on download Brave. We got Brave. Let's go to my down. Don't look at my downloads. Chill. Don't steal all my information. Don't do it. It's just a bunch of MP4s and MP3s. Nothing you guys can use. Please chill.
I mean, MP4 and MP3.
It's just an MP5 step sister. Chill. I know. Relax. Where the fuck did it go? Should it not be right there?
Man, I forgot about this approved.
Hey, can't you just share the screen, Nico? Let me, can I not, because we're on the same account. So you can go here.
I think you give me permission.
Yeah, go ahead. Multiple participants can share simultaneously. Go for it. You got it.
That's what she said.
Man,
that's crazy. I actually have never shared the screen. But we're going to try today, though.
So Andy Reid's released from the hospital. They said they just released him.
Hey, Proper, why'd you retract your message, man? Come on, we don't do that on the HMO lives, man. You gotta keep that shit in there, dog.
Andy Reid is out of the hospital.
There we go.
Andy Reid's out of the hospital. Very good news, guys.
Good news.
He was out of the hospital earlier.
Get well, coach. Get well, coach.
Very good news.
Man, Andy Reid, the nicest guy alive.
Andy, hey man, get well, coach. I know
him. Whole damn NFL was excited when he won his ring.
Hey, Ben Simmons, you tell him.
Hey, Ben Simmons, where you at, Ben Simmons?
Can y'all see it? Huh?
Can we see it? No, we can't.
How do we get
it
back
says I'm sharing. It says you are sharing your screen.
How do we get back to the thing though?
Let's go ahead and stop share so that we can just look at what he got going on. There we go. Now we see it.
All right.
Now we see it.
Yep.
Okay.
We should be able to see it on the live stream too.
Yes, we are on the live. Yes, we can see it on the live stream.
Because
Cameron Burrell, former NCAA champion sprinter at the University of Houston, died Monday. He was 26. Cause of death was not provided. It says, my family is extremely saddened with the loss of our son, Cameron, last night. We're going through profound sorrow and ask that all of our friends, extended University of Houston family, and the track and field community in the U.S. and abroad allow us to gather with our closest family and friends. Burrell's father and longtime UH track and field coach, Leroy Burrell, said in a statement, we are profoundly grief-stricken and thank everybody for outpouring of prayers and support. We will forward more information when it is available. So you telling me they didn't have it available that he shot himself in the head?
You don't think that might be sensitive information his family doesn't want to have out right away?
No, like when somebody gets shot in the head, they would say they found a gunshot wound.
Well,
they would then later on rule whether or
not
there's a chance that later on they would rule whether or not it was a suicide or a homicide, but they would at least mention the key information that it was a gunshot wound.
So wait, here, let me read that. My family is in the stream, whatever. We will forward more information when it is available. Burrell that was born into track royalty. It goes over his accomplishments. Here, go to the, there we go. During a 2018 interview. Here, go back up. A 2018 interview. Go back up to 2018 interview if you can.
Which part?
The bottom. There you go. During a 2018 interview, Burrell said being the son of an Olympic track athlete was never a deterrent. My dad was always the father, coach. Whether this is precedent or not, this is always what I wanted to be in life. All right, it's just really giving his story. Did y'all hear the good guy signed me? Good shit, Ben Simmons. I don't know. I mean, I've definitely heard of cases where there are available information where the family just doesn't want to have shit like that out there. I'm not saying that that's what this is because we don't know for sure, but
for minors usually. But
how old was this?
But they ended up putting the information out there anyway.
Said he was 26.
At that point, you just wouldn't want to have the information that he's dead out there until you're ready to put all the information out. This doesn't make any sense.
So they didn't release cause of death immediately and then released it later because that's never happened before.
When does that happen with the literally an all world athlete where the cause of death was released days after? When they went out of their way to say there's no cause of death available, they at least would mention some details of it. Like if you want to give me an example, like I'll be my guest. That doesn't happen though. That's of national interest.
So let me ask this because what would make you like, sure of the fact that it was in fact the vaccine that caused this? What makes you like, what leads you to like, what would be something that's like, that's a red flag, that's not right?
Because there's already a known spike in protein. And when you are pushing your body to the limit, the thing that helps your body recover, your muscles recover, is protein. I had to stay in the hospital because when me and David got into an A-flip car accident, I had worked out that morning, and because my body was working overtime to not only repair the muscles that I worked out with, but also repairing my body from the accident, they were worried that I was going to have kidney failure, like just from having a spike in protein. Now imagine literally being one of the best athletes in the world, and you're pushing your body for weeks on end, whether it's through training and then subsequently competing. Like
what says Vincent Jackson.
Vincent Jackson, they didn't release his cause of death until a couple days after.
Yeah.
So that's the answer to your question. Name you somebody that they didn't immediately give you the cause of death. That would be one right there.
When did Vincent Jackson die?
Vincent Jackson passed away earlier this year, I believe in the summer or the spring of this year.
It's kind of random. It was like super random.
Yeah, that's when he passed away in the hotel. I believe he
passed away in February.
He had some type of like overdose or alcohol poisoning or something like that.
February 15th.
Hold on, let me go look this shit up.
Vincent Jackson passed away in a hotel in somewhere like in.
And they said it was PCE related after studying his brain, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. See,
February 15, 2021.
But that's the thing, though. I would be more keen to like assume that something like a CTE would cause something in a football player than, something like a vaccine, just because we've seen more cases of CT. Obviously, CT's been around longer than the COVID vaccine. Yeah. But that would be my first personal assumption, or, in this case, the guy shot himself in the head and they reported that. So, I mean, I don't have any other angle to challenge that from.
CTE, it makes more sense if it's a CTE situation, because it's very, very difficult to prove whether or not it's CTE, right? It's almost impossible to figure out somebody has CTE until after you do the autopsy. So like, that's why it could take that long, because they don't know. They're like, they got to go through the motion and even figure out what they died from. This isn't a gunshot when you pull up, oh shit, there's a wound, there's a gun. Like there, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a whole different scenario. You don't have to run an autopsy to see a gunshot wound.
The only thing I could see is that the article that you sent was saying that basically he was born into track royalty. So I can see the entire community being like, oh, let's keep it on hush till they decide what the father and family wants to do. Now, I'm not saying that discounts what you're saying, but
I could see that.
I think it's interesting the place that they has because of the involvement of his family as well. Because
so
he was
the
first
see that,
and
but
only
then you
person
just
to
wouldn't
comment
report the death at all.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I was thinking. They report it later on.
I see what you mean, and I think that I'm leaning more towards what you're saying, Dave. Is like, who knows what kind of stigma a family might feel. Like, what if people hear that my son killed himself? They might think weirdly of the family. They might start, having these other questions, and that could be a potential reason why they wouldn't want to immediately.
Say what? What, Dave?
If they're University of Houston royalty, there's enough bread in that for them to be worried about what the ramifications are, how it looks like.
Then why release it 2 days later?
They want to
say what you're saying would be valid.
None of us know.
What you're saying would be valid if they just waited completely until all the details got out. And then they said, this is what, days later, after they found out he dead, they were like, look, we waited long to tell everybody because we wanted to make sure that all of our, we dotted our I's and crossed our T's. And then these are all the details. But that's not what took place. And then you're like, okay, well, maybe they didn't want the details to come out because they were worried about the ramifications on the family or the university. But then you don't release the details 2 days later then. There's nothing that's changed in 2 days. So that doesn't make any sense. So it would make sense if there wasn't we don't have a cause of death being provided yet. And then out of nowhere, oh yeah, he killed himself with a gunshot wound. It's just very, very difficult for me to believe that, especially given my personal experience when they wouldn't even let my grandma report my grandfather's cause of death as a vaccine. And we know that that's a story that's been told over and over and over again. So, and then you got, once again, the other young woman who died overseas. I can't remember what country she was from, but she was a cyclist.
What are you saying that because, like, what is the reaction within their body that's called? I know you're saying the protein thing, but so what are you saying? Like, this
a
heart
spike in protein can
enlargement,
cause heart
it's
attack.
too
It can cause
difficult,
blood clots. Huh?
like clogged arteries. Like, what's the deal?
So it can cause heart attacks. It can cause blood clots. It can cause kidney failure. It could be any of those three or all those things. And these are, and in men specifically, and in black men, unfortunately, specifically, blood clots and heart disease has been the main, except for death, has been the main backfire of the vaccine. Like specifically within young black men, this has been like a thing that's been founded over and over and over again over the last several months. So it's like
That's been a side effect of that. Wow.
Yeah, yes, yeah, it's been a big deal. It's specifically in black men. Like this is becoming a thing. So I find it, I have no reason to trust that the same people who will literally pretend like the same people that will like just say with a straight face, oh man, all these people are being like that are in the hospital are unvaccinated, but then forget to mention that you're not counted as vaccinated unless you took the vaccine and then were in the hospital 14 days later. If you're in the hospital within a week after taking your second dose, then you're still considered unvaccinated.
You're still vaccinated because you're in your clear.
Mm-hmm. But all your side effects primarily will be within the first 2 weeks. So it's like I'm just not gonna blindly take their word for it. I just don't think it's smart. I don't think it's intelligent for Kyrie or any basketball player to inject themselves with something where they don't know what the ramifications could potentially be, all because like to go along to get along. That's fucking ridiculous. You have leverage. You're worth $200 million. Fucking put your dick on the table.
Go along, get along, gang, as Kwame Brown would say.
Yeah, like, but like, what's the point of being a $200 million player? Is if at moments like this you don't put your dick on the table.
We got a comment in here. We got a comment in here that says, "Do they not wait until the coroner performs an autopsy to release final causes of death anyway?"
Nope. They will literally say they think that it is this, but we have not received all the details. They do that shit all the time.
How'd they do Kobe? They posted his pics like literally of the crash, and this is an Olympic star athlete. So
yes,
I mean, I know that's Kobe.
The police had the photos, and I don't think they released it to the public, but they definitely like had the photos.
They were guessing and checking the whole time, bro.
But I mean, you can infer from a car or from a hospital, or I'm sorry, from a helicopter accident that they died from the helicopter accident.
TMZ had the straight up pictures.
Yeah, TMZ are some fucking demons.
But they were saying, but somewhere just the speculation about how they even crashed was like, who was in the plane? They had no details, but they were releasing them as soon as they got them because of public interest. And for the fact that the U.S. Olympic athlete was not a fucking international story, that's already problematic enough. Like, how did we not know about this at all? You get what I'm saying?
I get you.
Like imagine if a U.S. NBA player, hell, imagine if somebody from Spain died, like an NBA, like a FIBA player from Spain, one of their best players. That would be international news if he died at 26, 27 years.
Wow.
The house were pieces of shit.
That was a duck.
Off at the bar.
The Eagles are doing their best to get the tight ends involved here because, the Cowboys are facing a lot of injuries, especially at linebacker, so they're relying a lot on zone. So you have to get these players to win in the underneath. And Ertz and Goddard are the only ones really taking advantage consistently. Hurts keeps
my God, he dropped that for real? Why they just not giving Hurts no fucking help? God,
bro, how fucking far behind are we? My goodness. We just saw the first completion.
We're at 14 minutes, 17 seconds.
Yeah, we're at like 14:30.
Yeah, we just got that underneath throw.
All right, here goes the drop right here. Jalen Hurts is about to drop back in the shotgun. He's going to throw it to his tight end. And he's going to butterfinger that.
Damn.
Simon, Vanessa Bryant.
Oh, man, this game is over.
Wow.
Oh my boy. Gosh. Terrible drop. Yeah, Vanessa Bryant sued them for $100M.
Hey, when you guys see this next play, I want to hear your reaction.
All right, so here we go. We're coming off of the tight end drop. He throws it to a wide open.
That's not okay.
Wide open tight end. He dropped it. Perfectly placed.
Goddard was by himself.
Goddard. Let's see. 2nd and 10. We must see more fuckery coming up next.
Oh, it's
Real Take said, damn. So this must be some bullshit.
Hey, I'm not even putting all this on Jalen Hurts, bro. I'm sorry.
All right, let's see what happens.
Not crazy separation.
He's in the back. He throws it. Oh, it's intercepted. Oh, shit. Oh, he's gone.
Y'all are kind of far behind.
He's gone.
Yeah, and then housed him.
Who's that, Diggs?
All the way to the house, bro.
Yeah, that was Trevon Diggs.
That was
And
Trevon
like
Diggs.
on social media this week,
I
he was
got that
posting something
motherfucker's
about
rookie card.
his son telling him to believe in himself. He was gonna have a big game because my son told me to believe in myself.
Wow.
Damn.
And now my dog's got a pick 6 touchdown.
Shout out to Wooten High School, man. That guy
Wooten
went to
High School.
He went to high school like 10 minutes away from where I live right now, man.
Wooten High School and Avalon
That
High
was
School.
dope.
Now he's
Good shit,
Then he went to
Diggs.
Alabama.
Small world.
He jumped that route beautifully. Look at that. My goodness.
That was a great play. We ain't seen that from a Cowboys DB in a minute.
My guys, the Diggs family is crazy, man. Crazy.
Oh, they
athletic.
sure are, man. He was a star
Stephon
wide
and
receiver.
Trayvon.
Star wide receiver in 10th grade. I remember I watched one of their games on I think they were broadcasting it on the local TV, man. They're
I thought
nice with
that
it.
Trayvon was going to be a better receiver than he was a DB. So
Yeah, and
It's crazy.
I'm surprised he
He
ended
kinda
up playing DB too. Killed it in Alabama, and he's killing it right now in Dallas.
All right, y'all. I gotta get up early, man. They're about to finish watching this ass whip without me.
All right, hey
All
Nico,
right,
man,
Nico.
thanks for joining us, man. Shout out Nico House for joining us on today's watch party, man.
Yeah.
And, hey, man,
watch
you
him
know,
on
Definitely hold it
America
down.
and watch him on MCSC Network.
that's right. And Nico, man, you know you got a seat with us whenever, man. You're welcome whenever, bro.
Already, man. Hey, I'm ready for this basketball season to start back up, man.
Yes, sir. We're
Cannot
gonna
wait.
get
This Brooklyn talk. This Brooklyn talk got
We
to.
get games in about a
I'm
week.
letting y'all know, and I know we will never know now because, like, let's be honest, Kyrie and Harden being healthy at the same time is like never gonna happen. But
Yeah,
Bucks would
right.
have beat them anyway. Just want everybody to know that.
Hey, you probably we'll never know, but you might be right.
Hey, I'm just saying they ain't had DiVincenzo. Everybody trying to pretend like DiVincenzo ain't locked the fuck down, bro. That's White Dante, cuz. That's
White Dante.
White Dante. Stop playing with your boy. Y'all ever go? Hey, go watch that motherfucking interview. Y'all be like, who the fuck is this? Bro, I thought he was gonna have some Italian accent.
He got the tendencies, man.
Hey,
All the tendencies.
He said the tendencies.
bro, they keep sleeping on the Bucks. I'm about to start throwing money at y'all boys because everybody keeps sleeping on my mans, bro.
Hey, my pockets are open this season.
Don't play, boy. I'll take all that goddamn money.
My
Oh, you're
pockets are
betting.
open this season.
Hey, look, I'm not trying to
Uh-oh.
take y'all. I know
A
I ain't
little
trying to take y'all super
parlay.
chat money. I ain't trying to take y'all super chat money, man. Everybody gonna say I'm a bad guy.
He said, "Hey, real Tick said it's only the third quarter, but salute Nico House for joining us, man, for sure, man.
Appreciate you, man. Y'all
Yes,
boys
sir.
keep holding it down. Huh?
No doubt.
What we say about drugs?
We ain't saying
No, I just say
Nah,
yes,
over
sir.
Hey, man, who plays this Sunday?
This Sunday,
I mean, obviously, what big game is it Sunday though?
I was
Oh, what's Bucks Patriots?
Bucks Patriots. That's a 4:30 game.
Oh man, yeah.
I thought that was Sunday night.
That might be shit. I hope it's Sunday night. I hope
Me
it's
too.
Sunday
I
night.
wanted to be the one and only on.
that.
It would make the most
think
sense for that
Brady-
game to be Sunday night. Let's see. Hold on, before you get out of here, Nico, we're gonna see.
I
Sunday
can't wait to
night.
see Belichick's face.
Yep, Sunday night. That's right. Bucks Patriots 8:20.
Bro, I'm trying to do that Bucks Patriots if y'all trying to do that.
Hey, let's get it. Hey,
You can do it on Rockfin.
we'll
That
get
sounds fun.
in
Let's
the
do it.
chat. We'll get in the chat over this week so we can coordinate that. Bucks Patriots. Tom Brady's going back to Gillette. Make sure y'all tune in.
Hey, return of Mac, but it ain't Mac's return.
For that. Yes, you already know.
It's the original Mac.
Damn,
God damn, boy.
I'm a QB.
Jalen Hurts is mad.
Struggling.
He's salty.
Big
Bro, I
salt.
cannot
He's
believe.
salty. There's still time in this
I'm
game.
I'm really tripping off of this Eli and Peyton shit. Like they really out here got Eli and Peyton doing the games live. Cause like they're like, yo, we about to run these goddamn numbers up.
I
Like,
know, right?
this
You know
is
what?
crazy.
That was a great decision from Peyton and Eli because they could have been in the studio, but being at home is doing whatever the heck they
This
want.
is ESPN
Yeah.
trying to save.
Yeah.
This is ESPN trying to save their ass after they fire like every fucking body.
Hey, you know what
Like,
happened?
that's what this is.
Peyton and Eli, they tuned in to one of our watch parties and was like, damn, this is a good idea. We got to get in on this shit.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
ESPN probably did. They was looking at everybody's watch parties and probably was saying that.
You said what
No,
now?
they probably were. They like, hey man, imagine if they had watch parties where they could actually watch the games.
I know,
That's
right?
how they do it.
It's crazy.
That's
I'll
fucked
tell you
up, man.
what,
They out
man.
here taking up the independent creators' goddamn creative space and then just putting fucking popular faces there. That's some bullshit.
I know
Yeah,
Eli and Peyton. Get your big ass foreheaded ass out of here, man.
Peyton and Eli
Hey,
are
man.
hilarious guys. But I'll tell you who's the funniest one. Cooper Man is probably the most ridiculous.
Comedian, son.
That guy is hilarious, bro. I
Who?
got to meet Cooper Manning,
Cooper
the
Manning?
oldest. The
Is he
oldest.
funny for real?
He's hilarious, bro. I got to
Damn.
where I used to work, they used to come like every summer and do like a little event with Jim Nance. That guy's got some stories. He's hilarious, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Wasn't he supposed to? Did he the one that got injured?
Yeah, he's the one who got injured in college, and he didn't get to do it.
Yeah,
I mean, I think he's like
right?
He's some big CEO now or something like that. So
of course, I mean,
no, he's getting to do it.
Good for him. Glad he still got on. Work ethic.
Yeah, that's what everybody know. Everybody think that Peyton might be the GOAT, but he got the exact same amount of rings as Eli. So
that's crazy. And Eli's championships are both like collectively way
out of the wild
heavily
card.
earned.
Out of the wild card.
Out of the wild card against Tom Brady.
Over Tom Brady twice. Brady.
The best, probably the best team ever assembled at that.
I don't think Peyton Manning has ever. No, he beat Tom Brady once in the AFC Championship. So he did. He beat him the year that the Broncos went, but we already you guys mentioned something that I've alluded to in the past. That Broncos championship, I was just saying he got 2 chips just to make a point, but that second chip, that's not Peyton Manning's chip.
This motherfucker said just to argue. I just wanted to argue with y'all.
I'll be honest. I gotta throw that he does have 2 chips. It's a fact, but
Gemini's, boy, I'm trying to tell you, dog. Y'all can't fucking help.
But it's Von Miller's ring.
It's also a fact that Brock Osweiler was the fucking QB for like 6 weeks, and that guy is a joke
for the rest of that whole fucking season, bro. And they took it. They took that shit from him in the Super Bowl, literally just so Peyton get a ring, and then like Brock was never the same after that, bro.
Yo, they did Brock real dirty, man.
Yeah,
they definitely
did. That shit fucked his confidence up, man. It really did.
I think he's out of the league too.
He's out of the league.
But he paid. No show, man.
But he's paid though.
Real Take says he beat Brady in 2006 and 2015.
Nah, AFC Championship 2006. Nah, I think they beat someone. Did they beat the Patriots? Am I tripping?
They beat him in the championship?
I don't think they beat him in AFC Championship.
I think it might have been before they got there.
That must have been a divisional round win. I mean, shit, we got the fucking.
Bro, these motherfuckers got Nick Saban on right now.
Yo, man, Eli Manning, I need him to sign this bobblehead that I got.
Y'all hear me? Paying
Nick Saban on there.
Oh, wow.
Bro, what the fuck?
That's a perfect person to talk about.
Oh, he's right. He's right. No, he's right. Real Take.
So it was a conference champ. So that must have been the year they played against the Bears.
38-34, 2007. That's the year that Peyton won his Super Bowl MVP,
right? Super Bowl, right?
Yep, that was the Colts Super Bowl. They were raining. It was raining.
That year, I think it was like.
Damn, boy, I know that. I know Tom wanted that one because he would have fucking waxed fucking Bears.
Oh boy,
yeah, that would have been a whole nother ring for sure.
Pussycat Dolls are performed for the Super Bowl halftime show.
Can't believe.
And all the dads, we're just like staring at the screen, just watching the girls.
Dads. You said dads and we.
Not we, but the dads that I was watching the game.
He's hiding the kid from the world. Saying that.
All right, Drake.
That's
I'll tell you, hiding the world from your kid, man. It's something you hiding the world from your kid.
That's it.
Hey, Nico, man, I want to ask you this before the night ends, man. COB or Donda?
COB, what the fuck?
Even though
both of them did not meet my expectations.
I agree. It was a little bit of a letdown on both sides.
Which one has more replay value?
COB,
of course.
Yeah, COB got more replay value, man.
Like COB grows on you, like usually when you fucked up, but Donda's a great masterpiece. Like it's a great piece of art, but like at the end of the day, like COB got way more replay value.
What I was saying in one of our last podcasts is that sonically, Donda is a great album, but for me, I felt and enjoyed COB more.
I bet you did.
Exactly.
I bet you did.
Because I'm a certified lover boy. What can I say?
Y'all Geminis, man. Y'all just every time Drake drop, y'all be both of y'all Geminis come out at the same time.
I started doing the pom poms and everything when Drake dropped, man.
Got to do the hand wave, all that. Yeah, just for like 5 days. But I never liked it the first week. I'm like, yeah, it's not even that good. And then I'm like, hey, yo, but that Drake though.
Hey man, it happens, man.
It's Drake, man. Drake is gonna go platinum even if the album isn't great.
There's gonna be the diehard fans.
So I'm kind of like David. I don't say I don't like the album the first week, but I don't like it as much the first week usually. But there's 3 exceptions to that. Take Care was instant. Views was instant. And if you not if you read it too late.
Or Life.
Nothing was the same. Instant.
Nothing was the same.
Yeah, those 3 were like instantly. Like those are the shit.
Right.
Yeah, would take Care, and I mean because the first tracks on those fucking albums were like crazy.
Man, people were saying that Views was garbage, man.
They're fucking wilding, boy. What?
No way. No way.
Views was one of Drake's best albums.
That was a fucking masterpiece, bro. Oh my god.
That's one of his best albums.
Man, that's because they won't get no pussy that year. That's why. They're like,
exactly. You weren't getting no ass.
Well, I was going through it that year. I had too much pussy that year, bro. I was hurting.
Motherfuckers they were listening to too much Lil Uzi and the SoundCloud music back then, man. That was a great album, bro.
Oh man,
hey Drake, the day we were switching between both of them. We were switching between Uzi and Views the whole time.
Lil Uzi and Views, of course. Team Rocket.
Views was 26.
Brittany be my baby.
Views was
2016.
Oh, fumble
year, bro.
That was everybody's favorite year, bro.
That Kanye dropped too.
I love.
Yeah, he dropped
Life of Pablo. That's when Pablo came out. Yeah.
That's a crazy year, bro. In music. That was a wild.
Hey, I was talking to somebody that was like saying that Kanye ruined that song. Like that song had a chance to be an all-time classic for them, but the bleach butthole line ruined it.
Father Stretch My Hands.
Like that's a classic song you could have played like 100 years from now, and then his first song is. Yeah, his first line is about bleach. You know,
I felt about the Hurricane track.
That is Kanye. That is him.
Y'all know that record? That record Hurricane with Kanye and Weeknd and Lil Baby. I felt like that song was amazing until Kanye started his verse. I was like, oh my god, man. It was great until he started getting on there, man.
Lil Baby been going off every time. Everybody
track
he been on.
Yeah, he be going crazy.
That motherfucker's been snapping, bro.
You can't relate to what Baby raps about though, bro.
Huh?
You can't relate to what? Huh?
What you mean? He be saying the most basic shit.
Baby?
Yeah, he talks
about you on the phone.
Talks about some rich people shit, bro.
Nah, he talks about some successful shit.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's what I want to aspire to.
Maybe paying for fake titties and shit like that, I can't relate to. Outside of that, I'm like, okay.
That man be really awesome. I tell my niggas, don't be buying no chains instead of investing in a home or something like that. That gains you some value over time. Like, that's really what that nigga be talking about.
Hey, he dropped the whole song during the protest too, man. That was not some like.
And that song
was
crazy.
Anderson .Paak did too. That shit was nice. I like the Anderson .Paak's joint.
The Baby song was fire too, though. But Lil Baby shit was like
crazy.
It was lame. The video was fire. All that.
It could have easily went corny, and it did not. So it was like, all right.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be.
He showed his staying power right there.
Yeah, and it really was not, bro. That shit was fire. I was very impressed.
Stealing Future's lane to a point, you know. That's the tough part.
Lil Baby.
All of this is Future.
Lil Baby is definitely still in Future's lane. He's definitely doing it. It's okay though. We had a good 10-year run with Future, bro. We gotta let go.
That's way longer than I expected.
We gotta let go. We gotta let go of Future.
But let's go ahead real quick. Get back over to this game. This game got out of hand. Like before, I went to go take a piss, and next thing you know, it's 27-7.
Down 20.
What the?
But Eagles have ball now, so there's still opportunity.
Nah, this is at Cowboys.
Spanking that ass real bad.
Yeah, they're getting.
Let me get up out of here, y'all. Love y'all boys, man. Be easy.
Hey, man, Nico, take care, bro. Have a good one, man.
Take it easy.
See you soon.
I forget you guys are a little bit behind, so I'm already on the point.
So what? The Eagles got the ball back just now, right? Or did the Cowboys get the ball back?
On the screen, it says first and 10 at Philadelphia 10, like the one that you guys got pulled up. For our live chat viewers.
Yo, man, stream, where you guys at on the game right now? What are y'all looking at right now? So, by the way, we say this every week. For anybody tuning in and that gives us, we always get a couple thumbs down when we do watch parties like this because people will be like, what the fuck? Where's the game at, man?
Are you guys going to stream the game?
Where's the game at,
bro?
bro?
A link for the game, bro?
And they begin heated, but listen, I'm not going to say we're sorry, but we're like a little bit sorry, but at the same time, I did put watch party in the title. This is not a stream for the game. If you don't understand why, YouTube is very strict with their copyright. So we are watching the game and reacting to it with the scoreboard live. That is the live stream watch party, is us reacting to the score. If you have a means to watch the game and us, that would be ideal for the viewing experience of this stream. But if you do want to watch the game, you have no other way, we could probably steer you in the right direction. But it's not looking good. Jalen Hurts, man. He's
in the DMs.
It's not looking good, man. Jalen Hurts has.
I like the game plan here from Dan Quinn.
Ooh, Jalen really 2 interceptions. Oh my goodness.
He's putting a lot of pressure on him, but it's mostly about contain. You haven't seen the Cowboys play with this kind of gap discipline in terms of when they rush the passer like they had today. So they're not letting him break free.
Usually they allow 420 yards a game. Tonight, only 150.
This is a defensive masterpiece right here from the Cowboys.
Defensive struggle, yeah, but Vander Esch looks pretty good on the spy.
I mean, what, the Cowboys have 2 defensive touchdowns, right? Or don't have 1?
No, they had the pick 6.
Yeah,
and then the Eagles have the other defensive touchdown. That's their only score.
That's right.
Yeah,
it was Fletcher Cox.
That was our only score of the day. Well, it's 7:27. So, yeah, they only scored once.
But with 11 minutes in the third, there's still endless possibilities.
There's a lot of time left.
Oh, there's a lot of time. They just have to make a play here.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 10.
Cowboys have the most takeaways in the league right now.
Cowboys, the league leaders.
They're aggressive. I mean, Dan Quinn was, he ended up getting his job because of all of his success with the Seattle defense. And then when he took it to Atlanta, they couldn't make something of it because they never really got the talent to stay healthy all at once. Like they had Keanu Neal, Grady Jarrett, other guy, Vic Beasley didn't work out. So he never really got to see the attacking system. But he's always wanted to be like turnover creation defense.
Right. Cowboys defense showing out tonight.
Too many penalties.
There goes the flag. False start.
Be disciplined, Jalen Hurts. Come on, buddy. Be better.
This is where you find out about your quarterback, though. Outside of the hash marks, and then when you're in 36 and longer, what play do you make in 36 and longer when we know what you're doing?
Yeah, when that 3rd and 6 becomes 3rd and 11. It's no good.
It's no good. You can't check down and rely on yards after catch. You can't do anything easy. You have to go get it.
Here we go. 3rd.
Mobile quarterback. There's so much pressure.
David already knows what happens. Oh, no, he doesn't because there's a penalty. Is 3rd and 8 coming up on your end? Oh, they just took a timeout.
Yeah, I'm past the timeout at the actual 3rd and 8 play. Next time we got to figure out how we can get some synergy on the exact same cast or whatever.
I know, right?
It's probably just
for a couple of seconds behind.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I think we might just say fuck it and do some YouTube TV. YouTube TV for us to split would be kind of. Don't you have YouTube TV?
My dad used to, but then he got rid of it.
He got rid of it.
It's on Sling. We're on Sling TV now.
Then you don't really have need for YouTube TV.
Not really.
Yeah, I mean we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out.
I mean, again, it's $70 or $65.
Because if I were to get YouTube TV, I would cancel all my other shit, like ESPN and fucking like those NBA shits that I got too. I'm about to cancel those as well.
Right, we pay for the League Pass, for NBA.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool, but.
League Pass just has some issues with their.
Oh, Jalen! Oh, he got it.
Yeah, that was a huge catch. Quintus Watkins coming back for the football, forcing pass interference on it too.
That is a beautiful pass.
So as Davis said, man, it looks like that's going to be on the defense.
He's been running for his life.
You have to stretch the defense vertical because a lot of people get caught up on the old adage of, okay, well, we run the football to open up our passing game. But the way the league's designed now, you have to pass to open up the underneath.
Oh,
especially
100%.
with Jalen Hurts. And if so you're taking shots like that, the Quintez Watkins, now you're going to start seeing, okay, Hurts is going to have a little bit more mobility in terms of what I can do after RPO, how I'm able to scramble. I think this game can break open.
And that's a hell of an adjustment.
That was a great catch.
Yeah, his body control in the air was ridiculous.
That was amazing. Like, it really shows you the difference in what you really think an NFL player can do and a college player or a high school player. These plays are making.
It's unreal.
I just unlocked it.
The top 1% of the top 1% are out there.
Crazy.
Calling people trash that
players
way.
in the league? How many players is it?
It'll be 53 times 32.
53 times 32. Let's
pull
up the handy dandy calculator. 3 times.
That'd be 1,500 plus.
1696. 1,696 players are in the NFL.
How many?
Plus 1,696, 1,700 basically. But then there's plus practice squad, plus all the guys that, aren't signed but will. Josh Gordon's and the Todd Gurley's.
Oh, true that. Yeah. And even those guys are still getting paid that big bank too.
Yeah, man. The union contracts are real interesting, especially if you have to have a certain amount of service in the league, but you'd be able to get a nice.
They need to go to the NBA. I think they should be all guaranteed.
NFL money?
Oh yeah, it should be guaranteed. 100%.
So if you're asking for,
I also got to blame the players, or not the players, but the agents for not getting guaranteed contracts, because if the NBA can do it, the NFL can definitely do it as well.
But you're dealing with a different higher ups, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true too.
And the thing about NFL players, I mean, it's easier for NBA guys to make money because they wear tank tops, they don't wear helmets. You get to see what they look like up close and personal. Like NFL players are all covered up, so just the likeness part of it is a lot harder to market.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. I mean, how can you sell one of 5 guys versus one of 53, or 11 on the field at once, 22 starters? It's
not
hard to
only
differentiate
that,
yourself.
Tom Brady and Mahomes will never play defensive snap in their career. LeBron plays defense every night.
Touchdown. Very nice.
Touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it's tough for me to say somebody like Brady is the GOAT of all sports when you are playing one side of your sport.
Mm-hmm.
That becomes very difficult. And then also, I'm kind of like one of those people that's like, all right, so this becomes a big debate: is something a sport or not? Right? I remember when we were growing up, there was kind of that conversation about competitive cheerleading and gymnastics and certain Olympic sports we see, right? I see all those as competitions because there's no defensive strategy against me. You can't make me run slower. Only I can make me run slower. So when we're in a race, it's not a sport. You can't impede me in any way. And so I feel similarly to like a lot of other things like that, which is, people take it as like, okay, golfing, for example. Tiger Woods can't be the best pro athlete, in my opinion, because he doesn't even play sport.
Golf is a hobby.
I know that's.
Golf is a hobby.
You know what I'm saying? It's a competition. It's like, okay, this is the best. You're really only competing against you.
And it's really exclusive.
So at that point,
exclusive too. It's a very exclusive sport.
Yeah.
It's not a sport where like
they cost too much money
can physically like stop you from doing something.
Right. For me, that's the greatness of the team sport is like being impeded, or even like UFC, that's one-on-one. Well, at least you can do something to stop me to try to do what I'm trying to do.
Right.
Yeah.
But when we're just, who can swim the fastest? Like, okay, like you guys don't even need to be here for me to find out how fast I can swim, honestly.
We can all do that from our own apartments.
Yeah, we can all do world records by ourselves. Yeah, like, so to me, it's difficulty to like get as excited about like the Olympics or something like I do football.
Yeah. And I think that would be part of the reason why the Olympics don't get the same kind of viewership as an annual domestic thing like the NFL or the NBA or even the MLB.
This year, though, it was hard as hell to figure out where all the games were or any events were because they had it on Peacock. You had to have the app and you had to have a subscription and all that.
And not only that, the whole time thing too.
The time zones were different.
It was terrible being in China for us. Yeah.
Midnight basketball games. Yeah,
Olympic basketball games at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, no one's gonna stay up that long.
I missed the Luka game because what time was that? Like 4 a.m., 5 a.m.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
5 a.m. for the Serbia game.
The only time that you're gonna watch that is if you're related to somebody or they're like a loved one. So
pretty much.
Yeah.
Hey, but low key, if it was the Lions, I'm waking my ass up at 5 a.m.
Right. Yo, tell us about your Lions fandom origins, man.
So my Lions fandom origins are basically okay. So I gotta be a little bit honest here. When I was young, you kind of go to the team that's like cool guys, right?
Right.
And that, of course, was still being portrayed as the Cowboys, even though everybody that they had cool didn't play anymore. Like Aikman, Irvin, and Emmitt Smith were gone in my childhood. Like I got Quincy Carter fucking Cowboys. So that's what I was rooting for as like child. I'm talking like 6, 7 years old. But my dad is actually from Michigan. So he's a lifelong Lions fan. And so I'm kind of like always have like it's kind of one of those things where you just wanted to be a contrarian, but then you accept back into it, you know, and probably one of the worst decisions I've made. For sure. So I've only missed one game since 2002.
A lot of pain, man. I know.
A lot of pain, but it's like it's taught me more about the game than I would have known if I was a Cowboys fan, I feel.
Right.
Absolutely. Because you don't win the game tonight. You won the game in April.
What do you mean?
You don't have the coaches. If we know they're full of shit, if we know the GM is making terrible picks, if we know that there's not synergy between our executives in terms of like when we see success in the NFL, it's because there's a synergy between the GM and the system the coach is trying to implement. Because they have two different jobs, but if they don't work together, I'm forcing you to coach players that you may or may not want. With so much regime change happened constantly with the Lions, the GM wasn't going anywhere. Matt Millen was there for damn near 20 years. So with constant rotation, you have to start a new rebuild for a new defense every 3 to 4 seasons. So of course you don't have the pieces. By the time you do, it's already a failed experience. So that was one of the great things about getting a player like Stafford is you get to see the growth of like how you should rebuild from the beginning. Now the Lions, although given great opportunity to select Calvin Johnson, Matthew Stafford, and Ndamukong Suh for being bad at those times, those players were before the rookie salary cap. So you come in the league $60 million. So how do I convince Suh to stay on Detroit? Well, I'm going to give him a raise. So what? And that's exactly what he did. He became the highest defensive paid player in the history of the league at that time when he left for Miami. So that's the kind of the things that you have to contend with that go behind the scenes, that they're going to win this game based on who they selected previously on the back of their first round pick, Michael Parsons, and first round pick, Leighton Vander Esch. It's not going to be because of, oh, there's a miracle player who came out tonight and surprised us all. No, if Tyron Smith gets his ass kicked, they're not going to win this game.
Yo, isn't it crazy how these players used to do that? Like, just go in the league with like 60 million guaranteed. Jamarcus Russell, like the biggest robber, bro.
Ever. Yeah. Robbed him. Biggest about Sam Bradford. He's the last one.
Who?
Sam Bradford. He made $60 million.
Oh, I forgot about Sam Bradford.
Think about that. He's the last quarterback that happened to. And it's interesting, we were talking about Cam Newton earlier. Cam Newton is the first quarterback that didn't have to deal with it. So now the Panthers are able to build an entire roster with a rookie deal quarterback, not a franchise quarterback pay salary still like I'm dealing with. So where does that take them? Well, I can invest in my defense. I can get Kawan Short. I can get Pay Keekly. I can keep going and going and going until we eventually reach the Super Bowl. So that's a huge factor. And is why I think teams have to maximize the windows before you have to pay the quarterback, because there's never been a team to win.
It's a great point.
Yeah, man.
And you never think about it until you really dive into
it gets to this
corner sports business.
Yeah, because without the sports business part, we're all just making educated guesses off who we think is best. All right, but they're not going to pick based on that. There's positional value that goes into it, relationship, agent, coach relationship. Do we like this guy? Is he coach of the team? All that kind of stuff. Like, for example, we were talking about NBA, and I'm a Pistons fan too, just like the Lions. I think Jalen Green is better than Cade.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man.
Here's my comparison. You have the chance for Jalen Green to be a 20-point scorer, 18-point scorer. That's probably his worst case.
That's true.
Cade's worst case is Big Wadala.
Cade's worst case is Iguodala?
Big Wadala. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. That's his worst case.
How do you see that comparison?
Because they're both creators that did not have a comfortable 2-point conversion rate. Okay, so Cade shoots 40% from two. That continued in the NBA when they started the NBA summer league. They don't draw fouls heavily. They have to grow into their athleticism, but they're mostly based on their wingspan. Neither one of them is the most agile, and they're kind of playing out of position because they're both going to be threes, but are asked to be points. Like, why does a player like Cade have a negative assist-to-turnover ratio?
So you're saying
because people are hitting shots. He doesn't play with anybody, right? But
come on. Hey, hold on, David. Hey, grilled cheese, man. Grilled cheese, stop with that shit, bro. I don't know why you keep coming to the stream with that bullshit, bro. Come on, man. Stop. It's not even like you're on some like little edgy shit. It's cool, whatever. I mean, but like, there's just no need for that, bro. Come on. Be edgy with some other shit. You don't gotta like. You just keep making new names and popping. Come on, bro. Come on, man. That's not necessary, man. Like, what's the point?
Trolls popping back up.
Big troll.
I can't see the chat.
Yeah, we got some little racist trolls in here, man. Every now and then. Thank you. Appreciate that for the moderator Brendoza for doing that shit. Yeah, can you just like can we not block grilled cheese from here, please? That shit is annoying. I mean, but then it's no point because they're gonna just make a new account and pop up. So,
hey, part of it is a hater is a click. So if you hate me enough to come watch us, join us.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. That's not necessary. If y'all disagree with some shit, whatever. But like, don't come in with that bullshit. Come on. We don't
the Eagles
play
have
around
had
that.
9 penalties for what was that, 56 yards?
That's killer, man. That's why they're getting doubled up right now.
Terrible discipline. But as far as what you're saying about Jalen Green,
back to the point about Jalen Green, the reason I bring that up is because even if I think Jalen Green is more talented than Cade, Cade is the culture fit for the Pistons, not Jalen Green.
But you said worst case scenario, he would be Iggy. Is that not basically saying worst case scenario, he's going to the Hall of Fame?
No, because Iguodala, he will go to the Hall of Fame if he finds himself in a situation similar to the Warriors. But is Iguodala a Hall of Fame on Philadelphia?
Today, he's going to the Hall of Fame.
Who's that? Cade?
Iggy. If Iggy retires,
he's a Finals MVP. I absolutely agree.
He's not first ballot, but he's
but if he stayed with Philly, we wouldn't even be having the conversation about him being a Hall of Fame player. He would be Sean Marion conversation. Yeah, he's a contributor. Yeah, he's nice. Yeah, we like this guy. But and what? He had to go decide to be a sixth man to get any shine. I'm asking Cade to come in and be number 1 pick. So yeah, that's your worst case.
So Philly, Iggy, not Warriors and Miami Heat, Iggy.
I think talent-wise, it's the same player. But when you're asking him what role he has to carry, Cade is the whole team.
Incomplete for the Eagles.
Not well. What
That's
about
difficult to put on?
They still have. Man, they had one of the Grants, but I don't think he's there anymore.
I love Stewart and Sadiq Bey. I think those are great players.
Sadiq Bey is still,
Sadiq Bey,
another great MVP guy.
Trayvon,
but it all comes back to the culture fit of it, I think. And like with the Cowboys, they have guys that match that. Like you pick Dak because he's a Cowboys quarterback, for sure.
Cookie Dillon says, "What's up? What's up, Cook?
Cookie Dillon, what up? My grilled
But
cheese
Jalen Green's
time
going to
by
be the
Coach
guy
Dylan.
between. So
Appreciate that,
Jalen
Cookie.
Green gets a Rookie of the Year between him and Cade Cunningham. Is that what you believe?
That's what I believe, yeah.
I have to see. What do you
Because I believe that it's going to be about Rookie of the Year is about who has the green light. Cade is not the green light is not what we care about. It's going to be about, okay, can you fit into the system? The leading scorer for the Pistons is going to be Jeremy Grant, and you're going to involve yourself
Definitely.
within that system. The
100%.
leading scorer for the Rockets is going to be Kevin Porter or Jalen Green.
Especially with John Wall out, yeah. Because he's not going to play for the Rockets this year.
No, and I actually like the John Wall to the Clippers thing.
I think that'd be but then what are you going to do with Reggie Jackson?
So Reggie Jackson, similarly in the playoffs last year, you had a situation where the primary ball handler most of the time was Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
Reggie Jackson can still play off ball as the two. That's one of the things that made him so effective with Westbrook.
That'd be a weird. That's a weird. John Wall at 6'4" and Reggie Jackson at 6'3", 6'2". It's kind of a weird backcourt fit there.
It's unconditional.
But then
I'm not saying that
Jackson can shoot better than John Wall though, so you can see it work.
Yeah, and that's offensively. You're in the NBA. Your position is based on who you defend, not on necessarily what you do on offense.
Well, Jalen.
So I'm asking Reggie to guard ones.
John Wall can guard ones and twos though.
Exactly. That's why I feel comfortable with their pairing because I don't have to ask Reggie to guard twos. Wall can do it, assuming health.
Yeah.
Well,
that's Paul George is a number one guy. I don't think you ever worked as a number two behind Kawhi.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the Clippers play better when Paul George is the main guy and Kawhi Leonard is not there. Honestly, like I'm not saying that they're better without him, but I think Paul George plays better without Kawhi Leonard being the number one guy. I agree with that.
So then my question comes to, do you think it's possible that we see Kawhi, especially after returning from the second injury, sitting all this time, seeing how well Paul George did at carrying them in the role, building confidence with Luke? Is it possible that Kawhi comes back and says, I'll be second banana and I'll guard the best player and be
no way.
I think
that's possible
his ego enough to do that.
No.
I think he can.
No way. Not even a possibility, bro. Kawhi Leonard, Uncle Dennis, excuse me. Uncle Dennis won't let that happen. Uncle Dennis for Kawhi, the guy who kind of manages his career, won't allow Kawhi to not be the star of the show. He's built up like a little bit and well-deserved ego in the NBA where he can't be a number two guy anymore. Kawhi is a number one guy. He knows it, and everyone else knows it. He can't be a number one guy, or he can't be a number two guy.
If he's the number one guy, they're not going to win because
Yeah, I agree with that.
Thing that's happening with the Nets, right, is like with the Nets, for them to be successful, Harden needs to run the offense, and KD needs to basically stand there, shoot, kill everybody off in ones when I need to. But our flowing offense needs to be through our penetration.
Forever.
It's the same thing with George.
Fletcher Cox has been on the Eagles for what, like 12 years, 13 years?
Yeah, a long time.
Insane, man.
Looked like he just had himself
Mississippi State boy right there.
But
country strong his whole career.
Seriously.
This is only his 10th season. I thought he'd been in the league for like 16 years.
Me too. Well, outside of Aaron Donald, like after Aaron Donald, he's the guy. I don't think he gets enough credit for that.
Real Take says Paul George plays better, but Clippers are better with Kawhi. I still say he never should have left Toronto.
Yeah, I feel that. But then Kawhi was he just wanted to be a rental guy. He was one and done in Toronto, regardless of what.
Yeah, everyone knew that Kawhi was out.
That was a great rental year for him.
It was. It really was. It benefited everyone except San Antonio.
That's like an outlier title because I don't think Toronto's ever going to see that type of success again.
Toronto benefited, Kawhi benefited, DeRozan even kind of benefited. Outside of the ring, he got to, I guess be a little bit more.
DeRozan got the short end of the stick because of the who was able to predict that Popovich's wife was going to pass and then they weren't going to be competitive. Like that's way too much, The LaMarcus Aldridge thing falling apart.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. LaMarcus Aldridge, next thing you know, he was out the league. And by the way,
and now he's back though.
A sleeper, Becky Hammond should get a head coaching position at some point.
That's the Spurs assistant.
Yeah, she brought him to a G League title and a Summer League title.
She's been really proving herself over the last 2 years as a coach.
Yeah.
Isn't she an offensive mind too? Like one of the top reasons, like their offense.
She's kind of helped DeRozan. I don't know if it's her directly, but under her like coaching, her being a head coach, DeRozan was shooting pretty well from deep, more so than usual, like above his average. So that could be something that she could take into potentially a head coaching role. I would say if there were a lot of other head coaches out there that's already done even a little bit of what she's done, they would already have a head coaching record or a head coach.
How is Rick Carlisle the coach of the Pacers right now? Based on what? You know?
Based on having Luka.
Yeah, based on I had Luka, so we should be straight over here with Brogdon.
And what's the other guy? TJ Warren?
TJ Warren who can't get his feet.
Yeah, TJ Warren.
TJ Warren's he's got some bad feet, legs, something.
Real Take says best rental year in sports history.
Honestly, bro, I think the Toronto Raptors picking Scottie Barnes over Jalen Suggs is gonna ruin Jalen Suggs' career because he should be a Raptor.
Because now he's in Orlando.
And and that's a weird fit. He should be a Raptor right now.
That threw everyone off on draft night.
It did.
But how crazy, Real Take. 1 year in Toronto and Kawhi is already, I went on NBA 2K. Kawhi is already on the all-time Raptors off 1 year, man. That shit was really like that epic.
Who else is on that team? What? Kyle
Lowry's on there. DeRozan's on there. I think Marc Gasol's also on there.
Is Pascal Siakam on there?
Siakam's on there.
Vince Carter's got to be on there.
Vince Carter's on there. T-Mac is on there. I think Del Curry is on there.
Damon Stoudemire?
Del Christie.
Probably he should be on
there.
It's
got to be Damon Stoudemire. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to be the backup on that team.
And Chris Bosh, of course. Chris Bosh is on that squad. Wild she didn't get the Blazers job. But the reason she didn't get the Blazers jobs because it was speculated that Damian Lillard wanted Jason Kidd, I believe, to be the coach. Who ended up getting that head coaching job?
Chauncey Billups.
No,
Billups.
He either wanted Jason Kidd or Chauncey Billups, and he ended up getting Chauncey. And is Andrea Bargnani on there? He should be. Let's look it up.
Oh man,
let's look
Andrea
it up.
Bargnani.
Raptor
bringing out the heartbreakers.
All-time 2K roster.
Yeah, Bargnani, Terrence Ross. We get a little
Kawhi, Vince Carter. So here's the official 2K22 all-time Raptors. You got Kawhi, Vince Carter, Chris Bosh, DeRozan, Lowry, Damon Stoudemire, Pascal Siakam, McGrady, Morris Peterson, Antonio Davis, Andrea Bargnani, Doug Christie, a super throwback. Fred VanVleet snuck his way on there. Ibaka and Valanciunas. I did not think Jonas or Serge were going to be on there. I'm not surprised by Fred, though.
That says like a lack of
Andrea Bargnani's hilarious. And he's an 84.
I like that tradition for sure.
Chris Bosh makes sense as well.
Oh, yeah. Chris Bosh got records on that team.
He's definitely, yeah.
By the time he left there, I believe he was the all-time leading scorer, rebounder, free throw maker, like a couple of records.
Oh,
shit. What's coming?
That was a big hit.
17 yards, 17 rushes, 95 yards.
Doug Christie, that's a throwback, right?
Zeke is hitting the
oh shit. Fell on his ass.
Zeke is gonna hit the trillion mark or the 100 mark. So.
Hey man, Zeke already did what I needed him to do tonight. I am no longer a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, there you go. You're good.
I'm good, man.
Eagles comeback is what we're cheering for now. 6-6.
It would be nice to see this game turn interesting because when we do these watch parties and the games turn into blowouts, you know how games are, man. Like even in person, when you're at a game in person and the team is getting blown out, you see everyone heading for the stands.
Yeah.
So we would love
to kind of fill the space here.
We would love to see an. Oh, there you go. Nice sack. Remains a 2-possession game.
Very nice. What down is it?
Third down. I think even if the Cowboys make a field goal, it's still 16-point game, which would still make it. That's still a 2-point or a 2-possession game.
Yep. All you need is two-point conversions.
Dak had nobody. That's a coverage sack. Great sack by the Eagles. The Eagles pissed me off, man. They're the one team that
beat 97 on third down
every year. 3rd and goal. Here we go. Dak. That's a touchdown, isn't it? No, never mind. No, it's not. Eagles, all 3 timeouts. Dallas with 2 timeouts. There's a flag on the field. What's the call? Can we get some love for Justin Tucker? Of course. He's the greatest kicker of all time.
Of course, 66.
Is it defense? Offside
It's
defense?
the GOAT.
Oh, replay 3rd down. Yeah, it was offsides. I thought it was a holding for a second. That would have been an automatic first. Justin Tucker's the best kicker of all time. He's better than Vinatieri. He's better than Gostowski. He's better than Janikowski.
Was Justin Tuck on the
better than them all?
Wow.
Ravens Super Bowl team?
He was. On 2012.
2012. Was
it 2012? Yeah, 2012.
When they beat Kaepernick in the blackout.
He was there.
That was a weird Super Bowl, man.
Are they about to go for it right now?
They're going for 4th and goal, yeah.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Oh, that's why I like to see that, man.
I like this call.
I don't know about y'all, but when I play Madden, I don't never kick field goals or punt. Man, we're always going 4th and 19. I'm going for it. 4th and 19 on my own 1.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
I have to really fear you to punt, honestly.
Real takes this. That was dirty. What was dirty? What was dirty? What was dirty? What was dirty? What was dirty?
You guys are in for a treat right here because of that slinging it.
Oh, touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
Is that CD Lamb? Oh, no, that wasn't CD Lamb.
Austin.
That was Wilson. Wow.
Cedric Wilson, number 1.
That's another big catch.
That's game.
Cedric Wilson. You and his best Tony Toe Tap impression.
He was wide open.
Wide TF open.
CD Lamb was open earlier in the.
Look at that.
Oh as well.
They're just running butthole open.
That's a nice adjustment right there too.
And just like that, the game is virtually over.
So looking pretty out of reach right now. They didn't come out from fire.
At this point, we kind of start to just react on this game and react on the week because Monday night is the final night of the NFL week.
So we got our Chiefs take out the way.
So we got our. Let's go ahead and pull up some other NFL scores and react with David here.
The Chiefs are definitely in trouble. They're 1-2. Defense is terrible. Mahomes is kind of looking human-ish, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's not looking good, man.
They should fear the Chargers the most, even though the Broncos and the Raiders are undefeated.
Yeah, they got to see them twice.
I think the Chargers are the serious team in that division more so than the others. I don't believe in the way that the Raiders have been winning. Raiders have been winning on some bullshit twice.
I wouldn't trust the Broncos because the Broncos faced the 2 New York teams and like another bad team. They haven't played anyone good yet. So I'm not going to give the Broncos a whole lot of props just yet. But the Rams beating the Bucks. I predicted Rams, but I did not predict them to win so comfortably. Like that was an ass whooping.
That was a statement win.
That was a statement win.
That was a big statement win.
They controlled the game from the snap.
You saw the Seahawks. The Seahawks took an L against the Vikings. I didn't expect that one either.
Tom Brady getting hit like that often either. I think he got sacked.
No, Tom Brady was fearing for his life out there. And I think this is the first game in his career where he threw for 400 yards and no picks and lost. So that tells you a lot about where the offense is with Stafford.
He said, I kicked the 67-yard game-winning field goal with Tucker once with 2 seconds left. Made my boy destroy his controller.
Oh, man. Yep. That would have went right through the wall.
The fact that you're saying that you hit a 67-yarder with him in the game and your boy was sick, imagine how the players in real life felt about the 66-yarder, which is essentially the same shit. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's a punch in the dick, man, for sure.
The Seahawks fall to 1-2. Russell Wilson, 23 for 32 for 300 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but he got outplayed by Kirk Cousins, 30 for 38, 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Who would have thought on that one?
That was a surprising one. I did not think Seahawks were going to lose that. Tyler Lockett only logs in 6 points on fantasy after averaging like 30 for the first 2 games.
When looking at the game, probably head to head, I agree with you guys. I picked Seattle, but it was hard for me to envision Minnesota as 0-3.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like, I don't know if they're that bad.
They're not that bad. Even on offensively and defensively, they're not that bad. 0-3 is the New York Giants. We're bad. We're terrible. We're some shit.
Danny Wheels.
Danny Jones. You know, it's crazy. I forgot to say this earlier when Nico was here. Danny Jones had the fastest run, top speed run of 2020.
Who does?
Danny
Is that
Jones.
The one where he fell?
That was the one where he fell. He hit a top speed of 18.6 miles per hour. Lamar had the second most at 18.2. So DJ had a faster run than Lamar. That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
I would have never guessed that, but
I don't think anybody would have.
Right?
He's the poster boy for deceptive speed. Or when they say, yeah, he's sneaky athletic. That's who they're talking about.
Guy, you know, when they say that he's sneaky athletic, he's the motherfucking guy. Bro, he hit a 61-yarder 8 years ago. Tucker owns Ford Field. Yes, he fucking does, man. I see that now.
That's true.
All right, so let me pull up Google Chrome. So let's pull up all the games here from the week. Why are you only showing me these ones, man? Hold on. So we have Jets
Rams
Broncos.
are the top team, I gotta say, after that. Before we move on from that one.
Yeah.
Rams. Top team in the league, I think.
So the Rams are 3-0 now, right? Yeah, the Rams are 3-0. Bucks are 2-1.
Really convincingly good too. I know.
What did we think about yesterday's Packers-Niners game?
Thriller, absolute thriller. Eagles down.
Offensive line.
Thriller, but I'm with you on what you said earlier. I'd rather see Trey Lance.
Yeah,
I don't believe in playing to not lose, and that's what Jimmy G is about. He's playing to not lose the game, and I don't think that's ever going to win the Super Bowl. You have to take it.
Jimmy G is good enough to have the starting position, but sometimes good enough is not good enough. You know what I mean?
That's exactly how I feel.
So we got Carolina, Houston. That was the Thursday night game. I don't think anyone's really surprised by that outcome. Sam Darnold seems to be comfortable with the Carolina offense. Houston does not have Deshaun Watson. I think Tyrod Taylor's even out now too, right?
Tyrod Taylor's had
Yep. They got
terrible luck.
They were starting Davis Mills on Thursday night.
Yeah, it didn't look good for Houston at all. They're going to be bad.
How about that Tyrod Taylor thing? I feel like people don't talk about that enough. Like, he literally got stabbed, punctured his lung, couldn't play the whole. Yeah, he got punctured.
Yo, Justin Herbert only became successful because of a like medical disaster, bro. That shit is crazy.
Disaster or
something more sinister, or something more sinister, man.
I was saying that shit last week.
Yeah, or was it something more sinister?
Do y'all think that there's a chance that could have been like concocted?
You think about that?
Absolutely.
I absolutely think there's a chance. Yeah, and the offensive coordinator just happens to be gone.
Ew.
So
spicy, man. Some spicy shit. What y'all think in the chat, man? What do y'all think about that?
Hey, you want to get Herbert on the field? Look, it's our first season in LA. We're not playing with Tyrod. Fuck out of here. We're opening shit up with the rookie.
Get the young guy out there, right?
By any means. Break his leg, stab him in his chest.
Bro, puncture his fucking lung. Jesus.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
My New York Giants, we fall to 0-3, 17-14. And who did we lose to? None other than the Atlanta Falcons. That was an embarrassing loss, and I have zero faith in my New York Giants this year.
How did Kyle Pitts look? That's something I didn't get to see.
Let's go look at how Kyle Pitts is looking. Kyle Pitts had 2 receptions for 35 yards.
Okay, nothing crazy.
The longest reception of the day for him, doesn't say. He had 3 targets, though.
I saw y'all lost Blake Martinez for the year.
Daniel Jones, on the other hand, 24 for 35, 266 yards, bagels for in the touchdown and interception department. He did have 39 rushing yards, though, 5 yards per carry. That's not bad. But Saquon didn't have that great of a game, 51 yards, 1 touchdown, not bad. 43 receiving yards, not bad. 6 catches in the PPR league, not bad. But still not good enough to get the win. The Chargers giving a W or a L, I should say, to the Chiefs. Is Mahomes and the Chiefs, are they in trouble after blowing a fourth quarter lead and being outscored 16-7? Are they in trouble, guys?
Big time.
What you think, Brooks?
They're competing for a wild card.
I think he is. I think the Chiefs are looking human right now, and I mean, it was bound to happen after they go to back-to-back Super Bowls.
Yeah, the fatigue is something that we haven't even really factored. That's true.
Long run. He's about to start experiencing the LeBron thing where he's going to the playoffs deep every year, and that shit happens.
And then football is a way more taxing sport physically than basketball is. So, you got to factor that in.
That's definitely true.
Yeah, I can counter that. Yeah, it's not in football. It's not a matter of if you get hurt. It's just when.
Oh, definitely. That's why I say to everyone that talk about football, like, it's the one sport where you're guaranteed some type of significant injury or injury period every single week. It's guaranteed.
That's why the depth is pivotal.
Injury in football is like the IRS to a taxpayer. You can't avoid it. It's never going to not happen. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. Tyrod's been benched for less.
Wow. He left Devontae Smith out there to dry.
Yo, Diggs is having a hell of a game. That's like 3 pass deflections, an interception.
He's all over the place, yeah. He's playing really physical.
How about this for a surprise?
He's taking this matchup against another Alabama quarterback, personally.
I know, right? He really is, though. They went up against each other in practice. He must not like him, bro.
Shit.
But how about this for a surprise? Cincinnati is 2-1, and Pittsburgh, that started 11-0 last year, is 1-2 now.
Jeez.
They're more in trouble than the Chiefs. I think we can
Steelers
pull
are in trouble. Because at least with the Chiefs, we can say they still got Tyrod. I mean, they still got Tyreek Hill. They still got Kelsey. They still got, Mecole Hardman. They still got that offense. They still got Honey Badger. Who can you really say about the Steelers? Who do you look forward to? Najee Harris? Because it's not Big Ben anymore.
Yeah, and then the receiver thing is just such a mix. Like, what happened to Juju? Who's the real Juju?
Oh, man. Juju's not a football player. I mean, he's a TikToker, bro.
He's a TikTok guy. I know they had TJ Watt sit out of the game. So you got to give him some type of pass for that. But still, that's not enough to lose to the Bengals. You're playing the worst offensive line in the whole league.
You got to attack them, man. But, hey, we give them their props. The Bengals are 2-1. Joe Burrow, 3 touchdowns.
Looks great.
As of right now, it's looking good. Then we go to
Chase fooled everybody. He convinced everybody before the fantasy drafts and all this shit that he was terrible. He was like, oh, yeah, whenever they throw the ball, it's hard for me to see because it doesn't have a stripe.
Oh, yeah, he did say that.
Chase is out here doing
what?
Stuff, though, man.
Yeah, he actually is surprising a lot of people, man. He's starting to, put up some real – he got touchdowns in each of the first 3 games, and this last one he scored twice.
I don't think people are being patient with the fact that when he sat out at LSU, it's not like you're getting Devontae Smith, who just came off of an entire season ready to go. Chase sat out, didn't play football at all.
Right. So before let's go ahead and wrap up these last couple of games. Cleveland 26-6. I don't think anyone's surprised by that. Start Justin Fields, man. Don't drag this Andy Dalton shit out that much longer. It's like, oh shit, Justin Fields.
I feel that, but they got 50 yards. Do you really want to kill Fields?
Oh snap! He only has 68 yards. Holy shit!
Yeah, and then if you count the sacks, it's even worse.
Him, though.
Yeah,
because Matt Nagy isn't. He's coaching for his life.
Their game plan is terrible. He should have been fired last year.
Seriously.
And how about Myles Garrett? 5 sacks against the Chicago Bears.
Oh, Jason Peters is a shell of his former self now at like 38, 39 years old. And some of those plays, it wasn't even look like he got a hand on Garrett.
Sheesh.
He couldn't get out of his stance quick enough to defend it.
Las Vegas versus Miami. Derek Carr and the Raiders are now 3-0. Are they a threat in that division to potentially be the winners of the division and Kansas City maybe a wild card team?
I'm not buying that. Yeah.
Not yet, right?
No, I'm not buying the Raiders stock yet.
The Raiders right now, it's important to note Derek Carr had to throw the rock 43 times just for them to win in overtime.
Sheesh.
They did force Jacoby Brissett to throw 49 times too, but if you're going toe-to-toe with Dolphins, that's not really a good sign in my opinion, because we just saw them get blown out 35-0 last week.
Yeah, you should be dominating that team, especially with backup quarterback.
That's what I'm saying.
It's kind of to the point with the Raiders that they're looking into wins, and they don't have enough top-end talent, is how I feel. Like, who's their guy that you fear on defense? Like, oh, yeah, that guy on the Raiders.
None. They don't have anybody anymore.
That is exactly why they won't win the division. If we're having that same conversation about Kansas City, but they at least have Honey Badger, the Raiders don't have one in Derek Carr instead of Mahomes. So for me, it's just a matter of time till they revert back to the mean of above average. I think that's pretty much their ceiling.
Yeah, it probably sounds about right. But it's still early though. We're still in week 3. It's a lot of football left to be played. We will see what happens.
Yeah, of course. I just think that the main threat to the Chiefs is going to be the Chargers, more so.
But it's easy for the Chargers to get them though, because they're in that divisional matchup. They're going to give them their best. Every team is going to be giving the Chiefs their best shot this year.
Yep. It's hard being the hunted.
Yeah.
Can't always be the hunter.
They're going to get that Warriors treatment where everyone wants to just kill them every year.
Man. And again, when you go to back-to-back Super Bowls, you can't maintain that type of football forever.
Nope. They were due for some L's.
Yes.
They were definitely due for some L's. We saw Alvin Kamara go off for 84 rushing yards and 30 receiving yards. Dallas with another touchdown. Game over. They just put up 40 points.
This is a super convincing win.
Yeah, this one's over.
This has got me thinking about the game next week with the Cowboys where they play Carolina. And Carolina's 3-0, but they haven't played anymore.
This will be like their
first offense to stay north. First real test, and you're seeing a high-powered offense. This offense is looking good. With Schultz getting involved, they're down number 3 receiver. Both running backs are popping.
This is about as convincing as he was.
But Dak looks in control, and people were worried about how he was going to recover from his injury. But all of his best throws tonight have been on the run or imbalanced.
But we're going to go ahead and react to this last game here for week 3. That would be Arizona and Jacksonville. Shut up, because we're going to get copyright. Chill out. So 31-19. Arizona is also 3-0. Jacksonville's 0-3. Is Trevor Lawrence the answer?
Too early to tell. I think it's early enough to say Urban Meyer's not.
I believe that too. He should have never been a pro coach.
Should have just stayed over there in college, huh?
Yeah, it was kind of alarming to me when during the draft they had him on an interview. I don't recall if it was ESPN or NFL Network, but they're talking to Urban Meyer, and he was saying basically he didn't understand that there's a whole process going into the draft about you having to rank your players and positional value and who's elite versus who's not and all that. Because when he was in college, he would just make a list and then he would go down the list until I got as many guys as I could get to recruit.
So he essentially admitted that he didn't know what he was doing.
He essentially admitted that he was not privy to the entire GM process, although he was given the job as the general manager off rip to construct the team in any way that he wanted, but he has no idea how to really do it or balance the salary cap. That's why he just traded a top 10 pick from last year for a third today in CJ Henderson.
Big L's for Urban Myers, man.
Big L's. I mean, bringing Tebow didn't make sense. Like, so they looked kind of weak against Arizona, but Kyler Murray looked great.
I guess the one shining spot for Jaguars is James Robinson, who had 88 rushing yards and 46 receiving yards with a touchdown. So that's one thing
relevant for sure.
That's one thing they can take away from, just talent wise, but they got outscored 24-6. They had a clear advantage heading into the half with a 109-yard return touchdown off that attempted 68-yard field goal. Yeah, it's not looking good for Jacksonville. They'll be picking in the top 5 again this year in the draft.
And I think they could be number 1. I know that's a tough thing to say.
Like they should have been last year.
They were number 1 last year.
Yeah, they were number 1. They got Trevor Lawrence. I think they could be number 1.
It was the Jets who was supposed to be number 1, right?
Yeah.
But then they ended up with like 3 games.
The Jets are in competition for number 1. So are the Lions and Giants. And then I'm not certain if there's too many other teams that are that bad.
Who do you think is somebody that your Detroit Lions could use, David?
In the draft?
In the draft.
Personally, I would prefer to avoid quarterback. Although everybody wants to replace Goff, and don't get me wrong, I do not like Goff. I don't want him to be the quarterback. But I'd rather build the roster first and add the quarterback last. And because we have 4 first-round picks in the next 2 years, we can trade up at any time. So I don't want to pull the trigger on quarterback yet. My personal opinion is I like Kayvon Thibodeau from Oregon. And then I think Derek Stingley from LSU is as good as Jalen Ramsey. Like, he's big time.
Jalen Ramsey, that's a mouthful, man.
Yeah, I'm willing to go that far. Usually I don't like taking DBs that high. Like, I have reservations about Okudah. I had reservations about pretty much every corner taken except for Pat Pete.
Wow.
In the top 5. And really comfortable with Stingley because it's rare that you see a corner prospect that's been number 1 since high school, carry that through college, and have no injury history.
Right.
Plus, he's coming from DBU. So I really think those are the top-end defensive players in the draft. It's Thibodeau from Oregon and then Stingley. Then intriguing guy is Kyle Hamilton from Notre Dame, who's a 6'4" safety. They're comparing him to Derwin James, basically.
Right.
And but I think it's too risky to go after safety. I think you have to get to the quarterback, and if you're picking top 5, you're not doing that. So I'm down to pick Inch.
Hey man, that top 5 draft pick can make or break a franchise. They could waste a lot of money or could become Super Bowl champions within a couple of years off that shit. It's a big pick, man.
You never know. You never know. I just think that when you're considering the top of the draft, like, the position doesn't matter. Like, nobody thought the Buccaneers were crazy for picking Devin White, even though
he ended up becoming an integral part of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and that's because he's clearly, regardless. Oh, but he's a linebacker. It doesn't matter. He's a stud.
He's definitely a stud. He's one of the big. They might not have won without him. Like, that's how important he was to that team.
Yeah, I don't think they do. Exactly. So anytime you can really turn it over, but it's kind of like in the NFL, you really get 3 years to implement your plan because 3 years is 4 drafts.
Yep. And you got to make good decisions within that time, man. These guys got a lot of fucking
Could all fall apart.
A lot of time. It really could all fall apart if you don't make the right decision.
And that's why I kind of like what the Rams did, right? Like, we're not even going to – we have Aaron Donald. We have the superstar coach. We've got all types of weapons. Let's go get specific people. Let's trade our first and go get Ramsey. Let's go get Stafford. Like, let's quit playing around, waiting to get lucky, and let's just use these resources to get the top D tackle, the top corner, now a quarterback that can compete. I kind of like that style, you know. When it doesn't work out, it can look silly. Like, you know, Pete Carroll likes to trade a lot. Like, oh, yeah, we're trading a first for Percy Harvin. Okay. Or we're trading for Jimmy Graham for no reason. So it can look stupid. But I think going to get the guarantees is the best way to do it.
Welcome back, Dak. That's what they're saying in Dallas. But we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream right there, guys. Week 3 is in the books. Dallas destroys their NFC East rival, Philly. We saw a lot of crazy games. We saw a 68-yard attempt turn into the longest field goal return for a touchdown in NFL history. We saw the longest made field goal in NFL history that crushed David's Detroit Lions. We saw my New York Giants wet the fucking bed.
Washington Buffalo.
We just saw so much craziness, man. We saw Mahomes.
And I didn't hear Brooks talk about Washington at all this week.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we got whooped by Buffalo. It was an embarrassing loss, man.
Both your squads lost, bruh.
Both my squad.
Oh,
The Ravens. Don't you like the Ravens?
I mean, I like Lamar Jackson.
You're like a hybrid.
I like Lamar Jackson.
he said, I cheer for Lamar.
Yeah, I like Lamar.
I feel you, man. I don't like the Chiefs, but I cheer for Mahomes.
For Mahomes. Mm-hmm.
Either way, man, it was a tough week. I'm 3-0 in one league, going 3 in another. Washington lost.
3-0 in the other one?
Yeah, in the J&J joint.
Shit.
Yeah, man.
I'm 0-3 in that league.
Literally, Washington's defense was supposed to be top 10, top 5, and they're shitting the bed really bad. It perplexes me. Chase Young is looking just like abnormally human. I don't know what's going on with that guy. Man.
0 sacks up to this point.
Man. The Predator looking real soft.
Looking real soft. All 5 of y'all need to
right?
get sacks. Matter of fact, what's going on?
Oh, he's not gonna go like that. I mean, he's not gonna go sackless all season, but
Nah, he'll get his.
He can't be going like this, man, at all.
No, but that tells me that they're getting the ball out quick because you guys don't have anything in the back 7. That's what the real issue is. It's got to be. If you force the quarterback to hold it, we all know Chase Young's talent level. He's going to finish.
Yeah.
That's got to be firing out quick.
The opposing offenses, man, beware. But David, man, we'll go ahead and wrap it up right here. No
doubt, man. I appreciate you guys having me. It was a good time. Too bad we didn't see a better game.
I know right now. Cool, hey, the next one is going to be a thriller, though, man. But you know that anytime we're doing watch parties, man, you and Nico both got open seats, man. We got the chat going, man. So definitely let's coordinate something again to get you back on the stream, my man.
No doubt. Let's get it. Like I said, appreciate you guys having us. When basketball season starts, we're going to be a lot more active with that, too.
Big facts.
Hey, come check us out on Double Tech.
Double Tech HMO podcast. You already know the link up, man. My guy Brooks in the motherfucking building. David, Nico. We did the shit today, man.
That was a perfect dad. That's how you end it.
You heard the shit cupped and everything, man.
Yeah. It had the clap and everything.
But hey, we're gonna go ahead and sign out, man. Y'all make sure to follow David on what's your socials, man. Where can we find you on the socials?
All right, so on Instagram, I'm at DDomino, and at Twitter, I'm at David Domino.
David Domino.
So easy, that's DEMINO.
Make sure you guys hit up Double Tech on Rockfin and YouTube.
Double Tech on Rockfin and YouTube.
Thank you guys for watching, man.
Yeah, man. We'll catch you on the next one. Sadly, we have to end the whole call to end the stream. So, David, man, have a great night, bro. Appreciate you for joining us.
Later. You too, man.